welcome to Colored Out.
Oh, hell no!
Where they at, though? Colored Out.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Colored Out. Bye, Felicia.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Colored Out. It's your girl Gabby, KD,
What's up?
Mo,
Big ups.
and Reef.
What's up, y'all?
I can't.
We're back with another episode, and we're gonna just jump right into our first segment, which is our Mars versus Venus. Where
Right off the bat. Right off the bat, taking the L. That's what's up. I like that. Let's go.
There's no way.
where
There's no
we
way.
decide who is superior.
Can't wait to see this.
Good luck.
Okay.
Yeah.
So going right into it, we were KD actually.
Mhm.
She is a avid viewer of Viceland.
I love Viceland. They got like the weirdest stuff on there.
Tell us about how you found.
Okay, so we were watching a documentary about the Charlottesville thing, and then right after that, there was this video about like weird sexual traditions in other countries, and this particular one took place in Colombia. I think it was like northeastern Colombia or something like that.
Cartagena.
Where they have a practice of training young boys to have sex with donkeys to get them ready for, I guess, when they find their wives or partners or whatever. But then what happens is it becomes this norm to where they're just, it's like the modern day Tinder. They're just like swiping to find a donkey, and then they just find it and they're going with it even after they're married. Which, does that classify as cheating? If your husband steps out on you for a donkey, is that cheating?
It would be classified as cheating because in this, I see
It's cheating. It's
the
cheating.
guys are shaking their heads now. However, the sex therapist that was on the documentary shared that there is something called bestiality and zoophilia.
Right.
And bestiality is the sexual act with animals,
Right.
and zoophilia is where the feelings are involved.
It's like you identify
And so
it.
when the feelings are involved, it becomes like how they say bisexual. So if you're bisexual and you're dating if you're a female dating a female,
right.
and your girlfriend steps out on you and has sex with a man, is that considered cheating? It is. So how is it not the same when it's involved with zoophilia?
So if the person is just engaging in bestiality, is that cheating? If it's not zoophilia, if they just are having a one-off.
Well,
with a donkey.
okay. Let's go back to the freaking bisexual standpoint again. Well, if you're just going out just to have sex, then with anybody, is that considered cheating? It is considered cheating. Yes, it's cheating.
If you're just going to have sex with people just to go have sex, that's not considered cheating because then you wouldn't be in a relationship.
Well,
You don't go out.
Some people are in relationships
where the person does step out
continuously
Just to have sex?
Yeah.
So that's cheating because you're in a relationship. But
That's what we're talking about.
We're saying.
Yeah.
But that's with a person.
So it's not cheating because it's not a person.
That's
how I look at it.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
it's not
So
cheating.
because it's a donkey, is it cheating?
But this is a norm. This is like
There's a cultural norm over there, right?
Norm. So this is in a sense cheating.
Because
Just
feelings
like
are involved.
It's a norm to have sex with. Actually, we know what's not a norm in that part of the area is to have sex with women.
Yeah, the women's are virgins there. They're like
one of the mothers said, he can have as many donkeys as he wants as long as there's no girls involved.
Right.
The women are safe there. Like they don't have to worry about being raped.
This is why I wanted to bring this whole subject up. Perfect. I'm glad you just said that. The women there are safe because the donkeys are in the picture. There's another way for the man to like get his sexual,
priorities.
Yeah, basically. There's another element there. So the women are safe, right?
I mean, yeah, they're not molested because the donkeys get molested. No, I'm not saying.
Thank you.
No. I'm saying like the third part. That's not what I'm saying.
Weren't we having a conversation in the car? Because most of our conversations happen in the car, Mo. Where we say the male prisons and female prisons are so different.
Mm-hmm.
It is different because women are more emotional, men are more aggressive, and we don't really.
How aggressive do you got to be to jump behind a donkey? At what point?
Very much, apparently, to y'all.
Yeah.
What do you mean? But he wasn't being aggressive when he was doing it.
Going by what y'all saying, women on stage, they don't got to worry about being raped because the donkey's getting raped.
Yeah, but we have to talk about.
I get that, all of the sexual hostility and the pent-up sexuality being let off on some donkey.
Yeah.
And y'all think that's okay. Well, if y'all do, I'm okay.
Wait, hold on. So we rather let the sexual frustration happen
to us. Right.
So like,
no,
listen.
There's a difference.
Listen. What y'all talking about and what the situation is two different things. The narrative is, dudes having sex with donkeys. That's a very small percentage in Colombia that's happening first. And second, whatever part that is, of course it's going to be fake if it's the population of 1,000 people.
Let's just educate real quick that what is going on there in Colombia happens all over the world, including here in the U.S. Just with a different animal and stuff.
No, they use blow up dogs.
So you're saying the act of sex with animals happens.
Bestiality happens all the time.
But we're not talking about just that. We're talking about a little bit more than just the act of bestiality because they are taking out their sexual desires on an animal. So it's a little bit more than just bestiality here because they're not taking out on women, which is what y'all alluded to. So they feel safer, right?
Here's the thing.
Okay.
Here's the thing. I think what you're saying is that any man who is having sex with an animal person continuously is going to develop a feeling for that. Sure. No. Zoophilia.
Well, okay, whatever the doctor says, because that's what they went to school for. Fine. Okay, whatever. You develop a feeling. People love their dog.
Mm-hmm. Very true.
I'm not finna fuck my dog. Oh, I'm not. I'm not finna do that. I love her to death. I'm not gonna do that.
But there are people who do that.
Get into my frustrating act. Yo, go beat off in the shower, son. You don't gotta go do no animal. That's just to me. That's that.
Mm-hmm.
I can see where y'all coming from as far as the women not being victimized, but every time we turn around, y'all victimized. If somebody fart in your face, y'all victimized. Oh, he invaded my personal space.
I mean, what we're not mentioning is that there's a study behind the reason why they're doing it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So they're saying that, their penis get longer. But the question is why they want their...
Where is the scientific fact behind the penis being enlarged?
Maybe somebody did that and then it started happening and then other people did it start happening. So there's this lady... I'm going to tell you. There's this lady, she was in pain at this law firm I was working at. She was in pain. So this boy who lift weights, he said, you know what? I lift weights, I'm in pain. What you need to do is drink horse sperm. He brought a big bottle of horse sperm. I was like, what do you get horse sperm from? This lady poured it in a cup and was just drinking it down. I'm like, hell no. I was about to throw up.
Energy drinks have
There we go.
Wait, what are you talking about?
But you have to be educated on certain things that y'all are making
it's not
like it's taboo. That is true.
All of them?
Energy drinks have...
All of them.
Yeah,
that's true. I don't drink energy drink. So
what you want? I want to show you that the
I don't
specific word for it.
So you drink it all the time? You bring energy drinks in your
He drinks.
I know though.
He drinks bull
Yeah, okay, so what's the difference? You drinking bull sperm, they having sex with donkeys.
What's the difference? I'm drinking bull sperm and having sex with donkeys.
Yes, give me the difference.
It's a big damn difference. What are you
talking about? Is on the receiving end.
I'm not going to catch no animal STD.
I guess you're swallowing cum. You're literally swallowing cum.
But who are we to judge and we eat beef? We eat chicken. We eat all these things.
This is true.
You know what I'm saying? Who are we? You know what I'm saying? So what's the difference with us drinking, food?
No, see the eyeballs. But they try to... They do what they trying to do. They trying to put it on a pallet. It's not a pallet. One is...
You're right. One is giving and the other one is receiving. Yes.
Sure.
Nah, I'm just saying, listen, when they first of all, it don't be no more than 4 or 5% of bull sperm in any of the energy drink because then it get mixed with a whole bunch of stuff.
Doesn't matter.
When you go raw dog in a donkey, you got 100% of whatever that donkey got.
Yeah.
Potentially, y'all bugging.
But do we though?
What?
They can't get it because if the guy's giving it,
giving what?
You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
the donkey, they put in the
shit.
No, I'm saying the guy's giving it.
Giving what?
Giving whatever he gives to the donkey. There's no.
The donkey. How you mean?
You said that whatever that donkey had, the guy had.
It's no different than whatever woman had, whatever guy had. No different, right? It's the same thing.
Energy, right? You talking
Whatever the
about
donkey had, the man had the same thing.
Look, they got.
It's the same thing. It's just that the donkey might be 10 times worse because it's an animal. It's a beast. It's a wild animal. It's not, I'm sorry, it's not
You
wild.
didn't seem that wild.
It's not wild animal.
It's very unsanitary.
Thank you.
I agree with the guy doing it.
I know.
I agree. No. I agree.
Wait, what?
The donkey, okay, the guy having sex with donkey is unsanitary, but the sex that you have with, I don't know, Keisha, Lisa, Shantae, that's real sanitary, right?
You can sanitize that. You can't sanitize.
How can you sanitize that?
Watch your goddamn ass. Let's go take a
That's saying it with a donkey.
You can do that
You can do that with a donkey.
Do stuff with donkey.
Here's the thing, man. Guys are always called jackasses. If the guy want to go, do things with a jackass.
I'm just gonna treat you dumb stuff, man. Look. You are.
Oh my God.
What if
you are aiding and abetting?
No, but what if it was a norm here growing up? That's what they told you to do. You would have did it.
You would have done it.
You know what I'm saying? That's the same thing over there. Like, it's a norm to them. Like,
that's
they
what
do
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, in that place is what they do.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they do. All right, cool, fam. That's what you do.
Yeah, but I don't think they catch anything
What
from the
we're
donkey.
talking about is, you know what I'm saying? Let's take that part of their culture, their society, and let's apply it to the masses.
Oh, no, you can't
Now,
do that.
hold on.
You do
You
that,
can
though.
apply it to the masses.
Of course
it
you
makes
can.
so much sense.
Because you guys do that, it's just you're doing it to females instead of doing it to the
Hold on,
donkey.
we do it to y'all or we do the donkey?
No, what they're doing, the same way they was talking about the donkeys, all of that, you guys talk like that every day.
The only difference is donkey don't talk back. They don't say nothing. Don't fight
Stop
back.
saying, you need to stop if we're gonna have a legitimate chance of winning this argument, because you just
No, but
that's
They
not-
don't have a,
But that's the crazy part. You guys are like trying to
I'm not saying
separate
that
it.
I don't do it in America. I don't know nobody that do things with
Okay,
donkeys.
you're talking about
That's
the
what I'm saying.
act.
It's a culture.
You're talking about the act.
We're
but
talking about
everything,
the mindset.
yes, the mindset that brought you to that point.
First of all,
But how can we talk about a mindset or an act of a culture though? We have no right
Because
to
the
do that.
culture is the
Because
same.
the culture has, you know what, men, and you know what,
It's the male culture. It's the male culture.
Yes, and the male
That's not
ideology.
That is
is
true.
the same worldwide.
the first bestiality video I saw was this woman having sex with a horse and having sex with a dog.
See, this
We're not
is
saying-
okay.
we're not
Okay,
saying
all right.
that.
So this is what happens. This is what happens with men, right? This is what
So
happens with
y'all
men.
can't just
This is
say-
what happens with men. Y'all tend to think with your eyes. Like
No,
all of
we
it is
think
thinking.
with our
No,
brain
no, you
and our
don't. No,
mind.
you do not. Because for you to separate the mindset, the mentality that these guys have from what you guys have, that's crazy to me. It's the same language. It's the
not-
same
it's not
dialogue.
the
All
same
of it.
mentality.
It's the way them little boys was talking. You can find Keyshawn and whoever else on the street talking the same way.
That's in the grand scheme of things. Jack, I get what you're saying about that. That's in the grand scheme of things. But the actual fact about things is not the same. The damn thing about
is.
the damn person.
He's focusing on the fact that it's a donkey.
Right, but this okay.
It was separated.
No, because essentially what y'all are telling us is y'all are donkey stuff. That's essentially what
Animals that you can just touch, talk about any kind of way, treat any kind of way.
Oh no, that's not true. We don't do that to women.
What?
We don't. Guys don't. Guys,
Come on, bro. Oh my god.
they're not. Man, come on.
At this
man.
point, you can't even win. At this point, that's just crazy.
Like they really think they don't treat us like that.
Me and you might not.
First of all, the donkey was getting special treatment.
I'm not.
But
gonna-
they were taking care of them donkeys.
They were stroking. They were being so gentle, nice. Please.
Well, you know what? On behalf of men, I feel sorry that y'all feel like y'all got to compare yourself to donkeys. So you know what?
Yeah.
You know what?
That's
You know
sad.
what? You know what though? Like I tell y'all all the time when it come. Like I tell y'all all the time. With my sister, she ain't got to worry about that shit. My little
She
cousin,
ain't
they don't got to worry
said
about
that.
that.
She ain't
You know what I'm
watching
talking? You know what I'm saying? That's your household, man. You know how women treat in your household that men are not going to be able to do stuff if she don't allow it. Now I'm not saying I'm not saying that. Oh, she wakes up in the morning and she wants to do the go better. I know y'all already taught me that you had no business doing that. Again, it goes that I can't speak. Like I said, I can't speak for that adult. I can speak for that child. I can throw that child how to make sure that he doesn't treat a woman like an animal. You understand what I'm saying? And they are in that place. They're saying, you know what? Don't talk to women. Talk to donkeys. Okay, that's a different route. That's a different route. But at some point,
It's a different route that happens to protect the women.
at some point, you know what's going to happen?
No.
You know what's going to happen? You know what's going to happen? It's the fact. Watch this. They keep doing that. the women are not going to be used at all. They're just going to be there.
So you're basically saying that the purpose for the women.
Let me finish what I'm saying. The guy specifically, the guy in the video that I saw, he was like, "Oh man, my wife and she called me donkey, but going back to the donkey, why you going back to the donkey? What you said before? She don't talk back. She don't got right. Now, hold on.
Oh my God, this is going down the hill as quick as possible.
Y'all want the wheel? I'm giving y'all the wheel.
Yes, give us the wheel. Yes.
The dudes there are like, now come on, this all day when I could just be doing that all day, and I could just chill outside and work and do the. You know what? I might not go on. And then not only that, I get 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. There ain't gonna be no thing. Bang, bang, bang. I mean, that's what's gonna happen. The little boy. Now. If y'all want to, again, equate yourself to a donkey, I get you. Little boy, 10, 11 years old, talking about him putting his little thing in the donkey. No 10, 11 year old that I know, with me and my family, putting his little thing in no person.
That's a doctor's order, though.
The doctor's order?
Yeah, it's a cultural thing.
No, it is. It's a doctor's
order. Wait.
I go back to my it's the cultural thing.
Wait.
To try to apply to
wait a minute. Are you telling me it's not the culture, especially you grow up in the hood or whatever the case is, these little boys at young ages.
At 8.
And you go
running trains, moving with the thighs and all that. That's a cultural thing. That's a cultural thing. But hold on. That's something that taught, but it's not recommended by a professional. It's not something that.
Sure.
It's not something that. It's not something that.
Clearly, they're promoting this.
Right. They want them to do this. Man, sometimes it's just the block that you live on. That how they do. Because look, on my block, how we move, not the same block how they move.
Right.
It's literally like that. You know what I'm saying? New York City is a different culture on a block.
Right.
You hit one corner, you got wait a minute. I'm just here, but not there no more. It's like that. Right. So over there, you know what I'm saying? That part of Rochester, that they do it. Hey, let's go get together and get a bunch of donkeys. At some point, y'all gonna be left out. I mean, that's what's gonna happen. Now, when humans, you can't run out of humans because it's so meaningless, right? But you get tired of a woman you can get tired of a person in the same area with. Okay, what are we doing? Donkey. Who needs a chick?
This is so.
Who's gonna reproduce? Y'all gonna stop reproducing? Nothing's gonna happen.
So basically, you literally just minimize the purpose of a woman to having your kids.
No, you did. I minimized the donkey.
You just clarified the same reasoning that Sean goes to Keisha, except over there they going to the donkey. For the same reason.
It's not even that. Like, I'm pretty sure those guys need some kind of support. And I think they get that from their women.
The wives, sure.
I'm pretty sure they don't, they obviously will have some kind of attraction to a woman. I'm not saying, I'm not going to agree that they will continuously look at a donkey superior to a woman. That's not true.
But then the ladies say, well, some people say when they have sex with a dog, it's like, what's the point of having sex with a woman anymore?
They're talking about feeling wise, and that's just okay. That's like saying there's a difference between sex and fucking. Okay, there's a difference. Sex. You talk about emotions involved and feelings and all that stuff. When you just fucking do it for fun, and I think that's what they're doing with the donkey. It's just for fun, like
And they're trying
like recreation. They're like someone smoking weed, man. It's like someone smoking weed. We're just chilling, we're having fun with it. You know what I'm saying? But when it's a serious time, you're not gonna be smoking. We're gonna go to what's real. You're gonna drink tea for health and stuff. That's what a woman brings to the table, and I think that that's where they go looking for women. They're preparing themselves for a woman. That's what they're doing because they obviously have some respect for women that they say, well, I gotta be like this with a woman, otherwise the woman's not gonna want me.
Over there.
Over here too.
What you mean?
Y'all don't say that? Y'all don't experiment with his
But that's okay, but why is it that you guys don't look at that respect?
Women to make what I'm saying? Right women. But I ain't gonna experiment with no.
There's women that obviously say that's their role to be side chicks, to be hoes and all that other stuff. So if the dude, let's just be honest, there's women that have said
that.
How
y'all okay with somebody putting their pee in you after they put in a donkey? That's what I
would say next to Katie too.
That's not an okay thing.
That's so not okay.
But it's okay. Wait.
The look on y'all face is like
wait, because I don't understand. No, I don't understand how you're separating it. Because you're okay, but you're okay with Keisha. But you're okay with Keisha. But you're okay after
Keisha and then coming.
Yeah. Right.
Who's Keisha?
What's your example?
I'm talking to universal Keishas.
Okay.
Like, I'm just saying. But y'all okay with that?
You
don't think like that's wrong.
Nah, I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
But that's because the parties on both sides are of the equal
species or the same species?
Wait, huh?
Are the same species? Is that what?
Yeah, I get.
Hold on. Okay, all right. Okay, so let's really dissect this now. Okay, you go sleep with a white woman, then you come back and sleep with me. Why is that okay?
It's humankind.
It's humankind. That's what you're saying.
Yes, humankind.
Species,
right? Okay, all right. There's a woman that get mad.
What's going on here?
Yeah, what are you going to when you talking about species? Are you talking about mammals? Are you talking about like what do you mean?
We're talking about human beings.
Come on, you know what we're talking about. Stop it. You know what I'm about human beings.
How about the machine that now they got them new sex toys? That's actual women, but they robots. Okay, is that cheating? Is that cheating?
It's a mimic of the species, so it is cheating. Is it cheating?
Oh my
blow up dolls, or is that cheating? What?
The guys that fall in love with their cars, is that cheating? This woman that does it, I just can't find them yet. But when I
find them, the ones that getting.
Oh, how about this one lady? A long time ago, the story was that she had a laundry and it vibrated. She actually was in love with. Yeah, she was in love with that damn machine. Yeah, she kept getting orgasms, so she was in love, so she didn't even need no guy.
But that's like a psychological thing. That's a neurological.
Okay, that's the same thing there. It's a fetish. It's a fetish, dog. They prefer
so donkey thing is a fetish?
It's a fetish over there. It's a fetish, man. Come on.
It's a fetish. Licking feet.
So, is
it... But I didn't think about it like that. You get fetish. You might have get cheated.
You're damn right. Let's say there were kids they like the fidget spinner here.
Y'all not saying that. It's a fetish. It's a popular fetish.
So if Mo is wait. If he is sexually obsessed with me, is that a fetish?
No, human being. You can't see. Why are you comparing the two?
So a fetish is something weird out of the norm.
There's no comparison. It's contract. Huh?
Right?
A fetish is out of the norm.
You say it's out of the norm, right?
No. Fetish is something that you highly desire.
That's what I'm saying. So would I be a fetish to him?
No, I wouldn't look at it like that. Fetish is not a positive thing, though.
What? How is that not a positive?
I don't know.
There's women and men that does that bondage thing. That's dangerous as fuck.
Hold on, son. You was winning. You was winning?
I am winning.
You was winning, bro. You was winning.
A fetish? What's a fetish? What the definition of fetish? What is it?
Here we go.
Let's get the proper.
That's what we need to do. We need to define fetish.
All right, let's define.
Break it down. Because you can't say one thing. You gotta break it down. It can't be assumptions. You know, that's why we have Webster's dictionary. Shit, over here talking about. Oh,
good Lord, what is happening?
No.
A form of sexual desire in which gratification is linked to an abnormal degree.
Abnormal is the key word there.
Okay, so if I went over to this part of the world over there, right, and everybody's doing whatever they're doing with donkeys, and Joe and me hooking up, he would have a fetish for me.
What?
That's true. No, because it's normal over there.
It's normal over there for the donkeys.
It's not normal though.
It is normal
over there.
It's
not in Colombia. It's in one town in Colombia. Let's distinguish two. I know Colombians. They never talk about fucking with a damn donkey. That's all I do know.
Let me make sure I understand. Are you saying? Let me try to understand your question because I think I heard you right, and it's very confusing that you would even come back with that.
Really?
I thought you were better than that, but I'll make sure.
So I'm over there, right?
No, I got you in over there hooking up. You're a fetish to them because they do donkeys all the time, and
right? That's their norm.
That's their norm.
Mm-hmm.
You're talking about your cultural norm and putting it on them.
Okay, fine.
But
because you would not like it if you would not like it.
I'm about to answer. Okay. Unfortunately, Kalia, you wouldn't be a fetish to them.
What would I be?
Let me explain something. Okay. Things, stuff, animals, people, whatever you want to call it, we put on this earth for a reason, right? It's a spectrum. Would you not believe it? From the littlest animal to the biggest mammal, whatever you want to call it. Okay. Species of 201.
Go ahead. No, but
species of 201, right? Right? Species of 201. Now, hold on.
Go ahead.
He's trying to make a point.
Y'all listen to his point.
Okay, so boom. Fetish is now like, I like to put my thing in a grapefruit. It stimulates my in a grapefruit. It's abnormal to society. It's abnormal to creep.
You would think that doing a donkey would be abnormal too. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Over there, it's obviously a cultural norm.
Right, but some places it's acceptable. Is what you're saying.
I do not agree with y'all putting on whole Colombians because not all.
It's not. It's a very small place. They very
That's why it's abnormal.
Specified in a small town in
that small town, but bestiality in general is pretty widespread.
Because if we talking about bestiality,
that's a form of bestiality. It is.
No,
if we're
talking about bestiality, then it kind of asks y'all argument, which is y'all argument trying to say men need to relieve their sexual frustration somewhere else, not on y'all. That's y'all basically y'all. That's
not my argument. My argument is why is it so much important put on it to the point where you're going to a donkey, to the point where you have 15 women or whatever the case is. That's what the point is.
Where y'all in prison raping other men.
Exactly. Why is it? What is it? Y'all explain. You guys are guys. What is it?
Women rape women prison.
Come on, stop.
No, what is it?
They ain't trying to hear that. You know that.
What?
They ain't trying to hear the truth about
Tell us what it is about the male psyche that has such a urge, a craving for sex that it crosses certain boundaries. That's the thing. If it's healthy, it's one thing.
First of all, certain people cross certain boundaries because
most men in their lifetime has crossed a boundary sexually.
Okay, you ever been hungry? Like
yes,
to the
okay,
point,
okay.
You hungry, right? What?
Are you asking me have I ever been hungry to the point where I go steal food?
No, to the point where you like babies, right? You have a child, right? Yes. You got no money, you got to feed that child. What you going to do? Yes. Anything
I like
possible
that analogy, yes.
to feed that child.
Yeah,
of course.
Mm-hmm. It's the same thing as a man. You carrying children.
I like that. Yes,
you didn't keep the children alive.
Yes,
so you feed the children.
So
you have to get rid of certain amount. Like
what?
Oh no, because he has too many children to feed, so he has to give them away.
What the hell?
I guess I can see that.
That shit ain't make no sense. Roger,
I can see a bunch of little kids inside of you, and you're like, I gotta get rid of these kids
because they get require too much food.
Right. They're taking too much out of me.
Why do you think when sometimes we, as a little kid, boys, teenagers, they sleep, they have wet dreams. They're not doing that; just coming out, right? It's over capacity. There's only a limit, okay? That it can hold, okay? Just like peeing, you gotta go pee. What you gonna do? You gonna hold it? You gonna fuck up your body?
Yo, what are you talking about?
I'm talking about you gotta masturbate to get rid of cells so it can produce more.
Right.
That's it.
Women, so why the storage? Why the storage site? Wait a minute. Why the storage site? Why a whole damn factory? Mm-hmm. Okay, that you have to hold these things, to replenish this stuff. Why have that if you're not designed to hold?
It's, like I said, it's just like eating, but you never take a shit. Drinking, but you never pee.
So wait,
you don't get damaged.
What?
Let's say the average kid. Let's say the average kid.
Let's let Reef talk after this.
Let's say the average kid has their first sexual experience. Adolescence, like that's a long time to be. That's a long time to be holding.
No, it comes out on its own. Like I just said that.
Yeah, but little spills. It's not pouring out.
It's gonna be little spills here and there, of course. Just so that little part that's coming in, you know what I'm saying? They gotta understand. Like,
I'm sorry.
People don't look into this stuff, man. I have looked into.
I don't.
Okay.
No,
I understand.
I'm with you, Mo. I just think that what y'all are asking and saying is a very valid question, but that. An individual thing, you know, it's a like the four of us. Mm-hmm. You don't got to really worry about Cree trying to grab your ass or Cree trying to, you know what I'm saying. You feel safe. You feel because of y'all made the concept put yourself around.
Or maybe there's
not going to be about that. Sometimes,
how do we know you're not going to be about that stuff?
Because they got lost place.
This is not true.
There's lost place.
Right, no. How do you know? How do you know?
But what you're saying, what you're saying is not true, and this is why daughters are raped by their fathers and stuff like that. What you're saying?
People are sick like that.
Mentally, yeah.
The question that I posed to you was, why is it that at some point every male has a story about him crossing the line sexually? There's not a point in your life where you was just not doing nothing.
I'm pretty sure that you can say the same thing about women too, but
not in that.
We don't know that because it's not talked about. We don't know that.
What you mean it's not being talked about?
The guys don't like telling stuff like that. That sounds like
guys don't report what.
I didn't think. Listen,
guys don't talk about it.
No, I'm just saying. There's some majority of guys they've been through that, but they won't talk about it.
Why are more rape cases coming out as men raping women than there are women raping men? It is usually fathers brothers, uncles, whatever. Yes, women do it. I'm not going to take away from that. But
listen to what I just said. A lot of times, if a young man is raped, it's by another male.
Okay. But the
majority of a male getting raped is by another male.
Let me.
That is by a woman.
Hold on, that's fine in some cases on the male side. The female side exists as well. So
we're not saying it doesn't exist, but the majority of cases by a male.
We're right here.
Y'all do not have concrete evidence of this because men don't talk about it. It's frowned upon.
When they do talk.
When men do talk about what happened to them, they get ostracized.
How do you get ostracized by what? If something is confidential, if you come into a therapist's office, you come into talk to the police, whatever the hell, it's confidential. Nobody's going back and telling such and such that you said something. Unless you plan to press charges. That's the only way.
What they're saying is null and void as well, because how many women do the same thing
and don't say nothing?
I'm not saying that that's
not true.
What is being reported, from how many are being reported and how many are being not reported.
I'm not saying that's not true.
So the numbers kind of are.
I just find it funny that whenever something volatile happens about women, we're supposed to get up and on. And I respect that. But whenever we talk about it as men, y'all take it as not fun, but we get it more.
What are you talking about? If a young 11-year-old boy
joke to women, if a young
11-year-old boy comes to you and says, "I was molested by such and such, you don't take that as a joke, male or woman. What are you talking about?
Right, you don't. The problem is that it is.
It is.
So if your son came to you and told you that, you would laugh at him?
No, I'm not going to laugh. But I'm saying to you that when men themselves say this happened to them, other guys like, oh, did you like? Okay, for example,
other guys.
Women judge though.
We are not allowed to say your face about that. No, we do not.
You don't laugh, but I know you judge.
That's a male mindset. That I'm going to judge you because you tell me that you're less than a man or whatever.
Because you got raped. In the male avenue, you're supposed to enjoy sex.
Or you less than a man because you don't make enough money or
whatever. There's an older woman
that's
involved. Oh, I got to bang an older woman when in fact
I watched
you guys were molested.
Last season of Insecure, right?
Right, no, but that.
Hold on. Last season of Insecure, I watching that, right? The girl meets a guy. The guy say, I had experience with another man just the one time.
Right.
And she's like, I can't be with you.
Right.
Why? She judging the dude based off of that one time.
Had an experience with another
one time. You can't judge someone based off one time.
So you're saying a woman will say, we will not be with you because
you were raped or molested? He voluntarily went and had sex with a guy. He was like, I want to try this out.
He didn't
and
have
she
sex.
said, for me, I don't want nobody that's going to be trying this and trying that.
But bullshit, because she tried something.
Huh?
She tried what?
No, I'm not mad.
Because he asked her, had you ever been with the girl before? And she was like,
no. She obviously.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know if this is a thing. It could be.
Women make fun of men that been through things.
That is not make fun. There's nobody kikiing about molestation.
There's nobody doing that. I don't know who.
Y'all sympathetic about it?
For y'all to sit here and act like women do not make fun of little boys like they do.
Little boys?
There's women that does that.
We make fun of getting molested.
You say you're speaking out for all the women. That's what you're saying. Hold on. You're speaking out for all the women? That's what you're telling me right now. All the women?
Y'all talking about
you know every woman in the world.
All women. That's BS. Some women men.
Y'all talking about all men do the same thing.
We clarified from the beginning that we're not speaking about all women.
Well, you can't be talking about all men do the same thing. There you can't say you're talking about all men with donkey. Okay.
We also clarified. Hold on. We also clarified that we weren't speaking about all men.
Yes, you did.
I'm trying to clarify that I'm not talking about all women. But the moment that I said that a woman making fun of a thing, y'all jumping on, it's more likely that that's not the fucking point. The point is that it happens, right? But because it happens, every time we do mention it, we get jumped on. What about us? Which it should be. What about y'all? Because y'all been getting the worst of it for years. I agree with that. But sometimes, because of what happens to the little kid or the little guy that he gets pissed on or that he is called that, he comes and Winston and shells himself and he either acts out and or becomes this other person and or becomes a rapist because he's been picked on or somebody put him in a position where he felt like, fuck it, I'm by myself. Now, that's not everybody. That's some people. Just like there's some women who rape kids. And there's a lot more guys who rape women. That's a fact. not taking that away. But don't say and dismiss, like, women ain't out here with the fuck shit too, because y'all are.
We never said we weren't.
No, that's the thing. Y'all basically y'all
We're basically saying
y'all exactly find what y'all doing more. That's not.
We're saying
that the example that you're putting out is not the majority. We're talking about the majority of a mindset. We're talking about the majority.
And you're exact word. The majority of men had, at one point in their life,
crossed a sexual boundary.
And I'm telling you that the same thing can be said about women.
The majority of women.
You don't know that. You don't know that because it's not reported. That's what I'm saying.
What you mean? What's not reported that a woman crosses a sexual boundary?
With a man. You're saying that it's not.
Let's just be honest.
Like 3%?
Let's be
honest.
honest.
That's what you're saying? That kind of stuff. Well, I'm pretty sure it's more than 3%.
We really don't know the statistics. Or
exactly, because it's not talked about.
And we don't have anything behind that, what you're saying, to say, majority of men cross sexual boundaries. There's men that never had sex before. Never even been around women.
Okay, when I say cross a sexual boundary, are you telling me, okay, so this same man that has never had sex with a woman doesn't masturbate all goddamn day, watch porn all goddamn day? There's always some outlet of sexual
and you're saying there's no woman that does it? There's no woman that masturbates?
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
But what are you putting out with your thing?
You're funny, man. I like how you talk about
sexual boundary.
I talk about equality.
It's not healthy. That's what I'm talking about.
Let's talk about equality, and then sit here and turn around when it comes to bad. Like, it's not equal on the same level with men and women doing bad things. Come on, don't give me that. There's more women in this world than men.
That's what it sounds like.
There's more women than men in this world. How the hell are you gonna say that?
And he just said there's more women than men. But how do you guys get the higher majority?
Because all y'all want to blame things on men, even though do nothing.
I'm glad y'all just said that, because this brings us back to the same damn argument that we keep talking about. Listen, the same argument that we keep talking about. Your white counterparts are the minority worldwide, but they're the majority in terms of power, in terms of all of that stuff.
And they're also the majority of the term of people who's raping the shit out of people and doing it.
We got that.
But we're not going to talk about that.
We got that. The males are the minority gender.
That's not right, Khalil.
But you're the majority.
Majority offender.
Exactly.
You know what's funny? Let me just don't say nothing. What's funny is the fact that y'all will compare all men together when it comes to bad things, but when it comes to power, it's going to be separate, white and black.
No, I don't do that. You guys do that.
I don't do that.
Power is power. I think misogyny is the highest power there is. I don't have anything to do with it.
We have this conversation all the time. Didn't we say that
the same?
Because you guys think like the white man. We say that all the time. We say that all the time.
It's fact.
We think like the white men, but we don't have no power like the white men.
The fact that you guys walk around and say you don't have any power, but you have the ability to victimize someone else, you sound crazy.
Because you know what? What y'all have not. What you have. You know what's funny to me? Y'all never bring up the fact. Why is it that men are victimizing others? Because majority of men will give you a background story as to why they're. I read a book called "The Culture of Rape." Yeah. All right. And the author wrote the reason he became this is because he had 10 women that was in his life that raped him when he was a little child, and they continuously do it. He grew up to hate women because of that. So what he did, he went around raping women to get back at these women that did that to them. Sure. Y'all never think about that.
Why not rape those women? Why not rape those women that did
it? That's crazy, yo. Because
it
women
sounds nuts. What you're saying? Okay, because everybody goes through traumatic experiences.
Okay, all right, then don't be judging every man for another man's fault.
I'm not judging you for your fault. I'm judging you for your mentality.
We fall on deaf ears, but obviously you guys are falling on deaf ears.
It's ridiculous. You have the same mentality.
Yeah, I will say. I'm trying to.
Your actions and behaviors are going to be different because you're individuals, but your mentality is the same.
Collective.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
All men is it. So I'm one woman being a hoe. I'm gonna call all women a hoe.
Fair enough.
It's fair, right?
That's an action or behavior. That's not a mentality. There's no whole mentality.
So one man is a dog. All men a dog. Well, one woman hoeing.
Are you guys listening to what we're saying, or are you guys?
Are you guys actually listening to what we're saying? Are you listening to what we're saying?
Come on, I heard what you're saying. That men go through traumatic experiences and it shapes who they become. That applies
just like
to
women
everybody.
go through traumatic experiences, shape how they come.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, come on. Like, let's be fair about this.
Yeah, but what are you talking about?
You just made it. You just said that we are individuals.
You sound crazy. You just said that a young man experienced something. He went around raping other people.
That was a white man that authored that.
If a woman is raped and she's young and goes around shooting every guy she sees, we can have this conversation. Well, you're not making sense.
Why would she go around shooting every guy?
Because she's upset, just like you just said.
You said he raped
she was
women to get back.
Let's just be honest. A man goes through traumatic experiences, it shapes him becoming a worse person. A female goes through traumatic experience, she has low self-esteem, she's quiet, she goes to the corner. What the hell are you talking about?
Okay.
Just stop making
but
sense.
you just said individuals react to things differently. You just said that.
But there's a male mentality of power.
Oh my God.
That's what it is. And when you take the power away from the male, they don't know how to react.
Exactly.
Women, they don't have no choice in that.
When you take away power from women, they don't know how to react.
No, that's what we do. We
I mean, women feel lost.
You guys always take our power. You're always taking our power.
So another woman don't take another woman's power?
What?
Another woman won't take another woman's power. That's what he's saying.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Y'all be the main one taking each other's power from each other.
What?
Call it y'all. Oh, that bitch. I'm gonna take everything.
That's taking the power from me.
And then you take the man away. You take the husband. How many times a woman say, "Oh, my best friend took my husband from me"?
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Listen, man.
Come on.
How many guys have said that?
I get what you're saying about taking the power. When you take somebody's ability to defend themselves, all that stuff, I get what y'all coming.
Men, it happens to men too. The one dude in Chicago, that was a leader, that was a shooter.
That happened to men. That happened to women. But what they're saying is, apparently, it's in us.
It's not.
Hold on. All right. It is in us.
Really?
Turn alpha male. Why do you think that is?
I know. I'm not considered alpha.
No, but why do you think the term is? You know, you rarely hear alpha female, do you? People say it, but you rarely hear it.
I always call Gabby alpha female because I
didn't say nothing. I'm waiting for you to finish.
I'm
waiting for you to finish.
Go ahead, man. Nah, you're not gonna do this to me.
No. There's a term alpha male.
Wait, no. What makes Gabby alpha female?
I would say because
Okay.
I would say alpha male to me.
What makes her alpha female?
Alpha male?
Yeah. Give me the description of alpha male. Go ahead.
The dude that was cleaning outside. Y'all tall he is? Okay. To me, an alpha male.
Because he's tall?
He's tall. Gabby taller than you. So you're alpha female considered to you.
What?
Now, someone taller than Gabby and Betty, they're alpha female to Gabby. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. I'm that's how I look at it.
I really want to be on your side.
You are my side, man.
No, but let Kareem finish what you were saying because Kareem had something and he was going somewhere. Go ahead.
Yeah, man, to you and then it's going like you. Mm-hmm. We do have quote unquote power. We do over it's unbeknownst to us. We realize the reason why we have it because the men who do rape women, they taking their power away because they didn't give them what they wanted, which is normally what happens, right? Mm-hmm. Would you agree to that? Mm-hmm. The powerful tend to play on the powerless. Powerful never go after powerful people. You ever thought about that?
I understand that.
Cool. Okay, now getting back to you with. Okay, so with women, right? The I don't know. Look, I feel that we all have the same amount of power. I feel like y'all power is more potent than ours. It's just that the power that y'all possess, which is the power of the P, the one I'm coming from, because that is what will bring nations down. It will bring new world order, power of the pussy. That's the fact. That is the true. I'm sorry. That is the power, and y'all have it. And the reason why men do that because they know that that's the power, and they take it down. Helen of Troy. Now I know that's a story.
Right.
Dude took another dude's chick. He went all over there trying to kill him. Now this was before they had cars. You understand what I'm trying to say? This dude
he sailed
for Helen of Troy. Okay?
Right.
Romeo and Juliet. You know what I'm saying? Chick died. He said, "Nah, son. My family. I want that female. You know the power of it. He loved her."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Man can have all the money in the world, all the fat cars, or whatever. If I ain't got no power to pee at home, I'm gonna take it. No, he think the best way for me to take something that a lady has, let me show her what I can quote unquote possibly give her, and if she don't like what I got for her, now I'm gonna take that shit because I am a man. I'm supposed to have that.
Mm-hmm.
That's a psychological thing, and that goes back to the upbringing that you have. And if your household is like that, you're going to be like that. And if your household isn't like that, your household, you might not be like that. But there's still people who come from good households and become assholes because they're spoiled black. You know what I'm saying? But I still feel like y'all need to take it easy on me and Mo because we ain't that.
It's not that.
Listen.
We don't do that.
Kareem's dialogue just wrapped up everything that I was saying.
I understand what y'all saying.
You literally,
I just don't like some of y'all arguments because some of y'all arguments that y'all think are broad arguments. That's not a fair attack on us. That's my own
you
thing.
just said, okay, listen, okay. Women have the power of the P.
Y'all have the power. A real man recognizes it. A lot of y'all don't recognize it. Men realize it.
Well, I think women do recognize it though.
First of all, we both have powers of P. Whatever P you want to use.
Power to pussy, power to pride, power to...
Sure. Any smart male knows that the true power in a woman lies in her mind, what she's capable of doing, what she's capable of building. Same thing for the male.
Right.
Okay? When you start reducing stuff, once again, to the sexual aspect of it, you're going to look at it different. It's going to make you a different kind of person.
Everything is sexual.
That is not true.
Look at the plug itself. Look, you put the plug in the outlet.
Oh yeah, the male cord. But who came up with that? A male came up with
that. You take a nail and you pound it into the wall. You take a nail and pound it into the wall, into the hole in the wall. Sexual. I mean, everything. How many times you say, hold on. How many times you say, that dude turned me on and off, right? Turn on, turn off. I mean, goddamn, everything we do is sexual. Every single thing. Now, it's up to me to think of it like that.
Why you think we wear clothes now?
For God's sake.
What?
Why do you think we wear clothes now? Because people don't know how to act because everything became sexual. There was a time.
People didn't know how to act.
For God's sake, man.
People were just walking around bucking naked. You don't remember?
Hey, how about this? Hold on, guys. Let me say a fact right quick.
Now, I understand a lot today.
Well, but this quick fact. Like when I was growing up, girls put a lot of emphasis on, what you have to be with you. A lot of guys would work to have money, have nice cars, have the house. Mm-hmm. Those stuff don't complete the guy. The one thing that complete them is, getting that girl that they want, right? And girls do that. We've seen videos of how the gold diggers act. Like the dude go to the girl like, you want to go out with me or whatever. The girl like, nah, I'm good. I got a boyfriend. As soon as the dude pull out an Aston Martin, you're like, hey, hold on, wait. They put emphasis on these material things, so the guys, overcompensating.
I'm gonna let Gabby go into that.
All right, go ahead.
Go ahead in that case.
What?
I lost my train of thought. Go ahead.
How sure?
It's important.
In that case, that's her giving him the power when she did shit she really didn't have to. That's my type of problem in those type of situations when it comes to situations like that. Not y'all, but when they do that shit, and then they turn around and want to be victims. You fucking put yourself in that position. Am I wrong in that regard? I'm asking.
I mean, I listen.
I'm asking.
Asking if what?
Oh, you don't. Oh, okay. The guy had no business trying to talk to her because she was a stranger. So he attempted to talk to her. Okay. She shot him down. Right. He left her alone. He didn't, whatever. But he pulled off in an Austin Martin, and her whole everything changed. Right. To go talk to him. Mm-hmm. Whatever comes her way, she essentially asked for, right? Because she had the opportunity to not deal with that guy, right? Sure. Yeah. Why we don't talk about women like that?
Yeah, we always talk about women like that.
She goes
the reason why. The reason why you
type of women. Wait a
minute. The reason why you justify why men do what they do is because they've encountered these evil women who have shaped the narrative as they go. You always talk about those women. You always talk about the ones who were mean, who touched you wrong, who used you.
I grew up. They told me all women was evil. When I growing up, they said all women are evil.
Yeah, my grandma used to say that.
I mean, let's be real. If you put a group of guys together, some of the narrative that's going on about women is some of the most toxic.
I don't really know what type of guys you hanging out with, but y'all think that all we do is sit around and talk about how we beat it up last night.
I'm talking about the women in your life.
Oh, we been talking shit about the women in our life.
Yeah.
Who talking shit about? I'm talking shit about women in my life.
You hang out with the fellas?
Who with fellas? I wouldn't do it.
You always with you.
No, but I wouldn't do it though. I just feel like, if I don't want her doing that.
Okay.
Paris, bro, you know what I'm talking about. Black guys don't just. Black guys don't just do that, bro.
They don't really. They really don't.
First of all, I'm not accusing you or assuming that you would just get up and you talk sideways about players. That's what I'm saying. But then sometimes clear like you don't even know about them.
No, I mean I talk to my brothers and then you know.
You don't know about them.
Yeah,
and you might get animated about how you tell your story with the fellas.
Oh, yeah,
that's what you alluded to a little bit.
We throw some lies in there.
Okay,
so
now, some dudes might put a little bit more mustard on the thought.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, you're right.
You weren't talking about it like that.
You're right. You know what?
You be like,
you know what?
That's what's that?
Kim Field skit. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Damn, Khalid be ODing some fucking.
Nah, guys. No, guys do get animated about it.
Right, we get animated in front of the guys because we're talking to guys.
Yeah. It's just a
real
real
guy. Animated in front of them because they're gonna mistake it. Our animation
mistake
them kind of way.
Mistake, bitch. I'm gonna mistake that. Like it
no, sometimes we don't gotta be. Hold on, the bitch is extra marked out there.
Right.
But I said he might get animated and be like, oh, she always opening, closing the damn door. That's not bitch. That's just,
no, women does it too. Women like they get around each other and say get animated.
I know what they do when they do.
I know.
I know how they do when they do.
I was in my mom's barbershop. I heard how y'all talk.
Okay.
I mean,
well, we're gonna bring this around to the Mars versus Venus, and who took?
Oh no,
we won the whole.
It's not biased because it's 2 versus 2. Like if I'm gonna say we won, y'all gonna say
no.
Y'all did not win.
We bucked that.
Yeah,
and it was clear on that. It was very clear.
That was a loss as soon as the subject.
No, it's not a loss. It's equal. You say.
I think this one was a very.
Y'all can't be doing that.
I like how the angle y'all try to use on us with this.
And it doesn't work. It's
bullshit.
It was true.
It's the truth. I like the angle, but I say equal. But if y'all want to take that,
no, we won. We won it.
Always gotta let women win, knowing they ain't win. Bro.
Y'all won last
time.
Fair
and square.
We put that.
No, y'all won once.
All right. Well,
y'all won once.
I keep scoring, man. You need to start keeping
We won the first one. Y'all won the second one.
We have to got 2-1.
Nah, we got 2 and 1.
Check the tape.
Check the tape.
That's why I'm glad we won.
This is Hannah Baker. This is your tape.
Tape 10. Oh my God.
We'll be right back with some more Colored Out. Stay tuned. Peace.
Look at this. Somebody come look at this. Oh, God, please, no! 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 Hell no!
Bruh.
Hey, we're back with some more Colored Out, and we're going right into our segment, Did You Catch That? Where we tell you what happened, what will happen, and what's happening now. Let's go.
Jesus Christ.
We're going to first talk about Colin Kaepernick and how he still ain't got no job. And what's up with that?
Yeah, Colin Kaepernick ain't got no job. So I'm pretty sure everybody in the country knows that Colin Kaepernick last year during the NFL season was kneeling for the flag, protest, domestic violence and stuff. I mean, not domestic violence, police violence and other crimes and stuff against
black brutality and
minorities and stuff like that. And he played last year. You know, he had an okay season. He had a better season than a lot of quarterbacks. I believe he was like in the middle of the pack, but he was definitely top half of that middle. And he was let go from the 49ers this summer. And he's been looking for a job ever since. And, you know, he hasn't been able to find any work. I mean, at first in the beginning, the NFL was like, he will be judged solely on his performance as a football player. I mean, in the beginning, a lot of people believed that, you know, not black people. But anyway, ever since then, he hasn't been able to get a job. And the NFL swears up and down it doesn't have anything to do with his protest. But as everything keeps going, and then you have the stuff that happened over the weekend and stuff, and President Trump, all they're doing is continuing to give him momentum for a thing, because now other people are starting to kneel. I mean, he had
there's a football player that's doing it now. That's
Marshawn Lynch.
No,
is he retired?
Marshawn Lynch.
He was retired. Came back playing for the Raiders now.
Okay. And
Bennett,
I think it's Michael Bennett.
No, Michael
Bennett. The two brothers. One played for Green Bay, and the other one played.
All I know, they play in the NFL now.
Yeah, they sat out of the.
Well, the issue with Marshawn Lynch is he's saying he's just sitting down, like he ain't doing it for no reason. And everybody know Marshawn. He's a person that he don't care about what people think about him. If they interview him, he'll say like, I don't want to talk. Don't get fined. Yeah. He'll be like, he'll sing or something just so they don't find him. He'll be like, oh, I'm saying something. They're like, they ask him quickly like, I'm saying something. They ask him, they ask him nothing. Like, hey, I'm saying something. I'm doing this so I don't get fined. I'm like, dude. So he's that type of person. They know that's what type of person he is. With the other players, they are protesting. Saying, this is nonsense or whatever. To the point now, you got this what's his name, John Long. Oh, I think that's his name. Yeah, Jake Long coming out saying that. Kid.
Yeah. He got 2 kids that play in the NFL.
Yeah, and then so his son is now saying that it's time for people the same as me, white people in the NFL, to step up and say something too. Right. You see what I'm saying? Because it looks better on white people when you see this going on and you're not saying nothing at all, but you say you're not supportive of it. You're not racist. Right. So I think that's the big thing now is that white people are now taking the forefront of things.
They are starting to.
But I think, like I said earlier this week, white people need to take accountability for their own people, just like we take accountability for our own people.
Yeah, we take accountability for our people for sure. We've been doing that for a long time. We're taking accountability. You know what I'm saying? Like we always say, man, I love black people, but them niggas over there, man.
Yo,
and not for nothing.
For real.
I love them. But I'm like, come on, y'all, get it together. Now, with the Colin Kaepernick thing, Jake Long and them, they all could do that. I'm happy about that. All of his son, I'm glad about it. The man Colin Kaepernick ain't got no job, bro. I'm worried about that.
Well, like I said, they doing that protest on the 23rd in the NFL headquarters.
They're going down in New York?
Yeah, New York City, yeah. They're going to have that big protest for Colin Kaepernick. To me, Colin Kaepernick is fine, though. I don't really feel like he really need a job in the NFL.
Wait a minute. Is he that great of a player?
He's not Tom Brady. So I understand that question, and I think that.
But this is a man that took over a team and brought them to the Super Bowl.
Right.
He was like an underdog. You know what I'm saying? And he brought him to the Super Bowl. He has talent. It's just a team giving him a chance.
Right.
You know what I mean?
He needs a chance. Obviously, he proven himself.
Baltimore was one of them two that's going to bring him in, and then they're like, you know what? Let the fans make that decision.
The Ravens.
For God's sake, most of your fans are racist, bro. There's an NFL.
Well, the problem. My problem is with the whole thing is he's being victimized as if he committed a crime.
Yeah,
exactly.
He's being treated like Michael Vick. And
Michael Vick even was like, "You gotta get a haircut, bro."
Right. When Michael Vick said that, when I heard Michael Vick say that, I raised my eyebrow. I was like, "But he's not in trouble." Like I didn't get it. Like I understand why.
It's like he's going to court and he had to present himself.
Right. He in the sunken place.
But I think
he's in the sunken place.
Colin Kaepernick's situation really, really is like a long list of bloodline of hate from white folks to black people. And let me explain why.
The NFL period is that.
Yeah. Oh, not just the NFL. Major League Baseball. NHL. NBA is the only sport association that they are moving forward. They're a progressive league.
Because they were wearing those I Can't Breathe shirts. They're standing in together, even at their awards shows.
Yeah, but Allen Iverson actually the one that changed that trend of the way the NBA was.
No.
The NBA is the only one
they said that
Magic Johnson.
and trending.
Magic Johnson.
If you know your history about basketball, Magic Johnson and
Larry Bird. One thing I know about
Magic
Johnson, he had HIV.
What you talking about? That don't have nothing to do with it.
That's the only thing I know.
First of all, what changed it was the fact that you had people of your own race starting to own teams, starting to participate.
Magic Johnson was the first one to own a team?
He's the first.
Michael Jordan.
On what? Come on. What are you talking about? You're going all over the place.
Go ahead, man.
No, your fact is all. No, you good. He owns stuff. He don't own no NBA team.
Okay.
He owned part of the LA Dodgers. His management team, ownership team, who owned 1,000 movie theaters and stuff in his thing.
Yeah.
Those people, his group, owned the Dodgers.
Okay.
Michael Jordan is the first and only African American owner in the NBA.
Yes.
Michael Jordan. Okay. Major League Baseball, NHL, NFL. No black
owners,
no black managers. Maybe black people want to know stuff, but no black people. So this, y'all gotta remember, this stuff comes all the way back from 1940s, 1930s. These owners, we wasn't allowed, because systematic racism put us in a position to where we can't own teams, buy stuff when it was cheap. Because old dude bought the LA Clippers for like $100,000 back then. It was nothing. Now that's only worth $2 billion. You know what I'm saying? So all that do to me is just make me like, You know what? Fuck it, man. We ain't got no chance to do nothing. We ain't going nowhere.
I got to correct you something. Actually, Michael Jordan not the only black owner no more. Jay-Z bought Brooklyn Nets, so he owns half. What is it?
Okay, see that goes again to you not knowing.
Oh my God.
Okay, Jay-Z was 3 to 10% owner.
No, but what I'm trying to say is owner. Like I can't own half of
owner.
the Dolphins.
Owner. I walk in, I make the decision, take that shit off the wall.
I hear you on that.
I'm complete.
I'm talking about having, like, can Jay-Z go into the NFL and own the New York Jets?
No black person will have to own an NFL team.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's having part of it. It's owning
he
a
has
little part.
Part ownership, but
Right.
Michael Jordan is the only one that
That owns the Charlotte, whatever they call it.
Michael Jordan, with his money,
right.
purchased the Hornets.
Yeah, I understand.
Michael Jordan team.
No, I agree with you.
Okay, Brooklyn Jay-Z, the owner was from Russia, and the owner was like, when you make money, you gotta have sponsors. You gotta have people to help you with the Jay-Z from
Talking
Brooklyn.
about that, it's the same thing that Beyonce trying to buy Houston Rockets, like the team itself. But you gotta have, some kind of partnership with people to, you know what I'm saying? Because that's a lot of money that you're about to put up.
Not necessarily.
For the Houston, I heard it's like
Jay-Z and Beyonce together can buy that by themselves.
But why would it?
So
Why wouldn't
my thing is, and what you're saying with the trend setting, the team that does sign Kaepernick,
Mm-hmm.
that would be setting a whole new trend for the NFL. It would be like, because right now people are talking about let's boycott the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder how many people are going to actually do it. Not much.
Don't be
I don't think
surprised.
so.
Don't be surprised.
I don't know if I'm not
The way
watching the
this country is
NFL.
moving
I'm not
right now,
watching
I wouldn't be surprised. Like, we might be divided, but the other side, like our side, we starting
That's
to,
what I'm
like, people
saying.
starting to wake up a little bit more.
The team that signs Kaepernick. Come on, you're saying our side ain't going to be rooting for that?
I'm not good for that,
what?
but what about you? As a white person, as a white owner, as a white team,
Sure, I guess.
it's going to hurt your bottom line, for sure.
Here's the thing, man. If I'm Colin Kaepernick, I'm not gonna be. I don't want to play in the NFL no more. Y'all don't make y'all
It's too late for
statement,
your fucking ass in the first place.
huh?
It's too late for your fucking ass in the first place. Oh, you mean if you coming up? Or you
No,
mean
he's
that?
saying if he's Colin Kaepernick.
That's my whole thing about this whole thing. So you guys are sitting here talking about, the NFL is most racist.
It's
You know,
not that.
And then you guys want to put the man back in the situation.
Because his platform becomes bigger when he's
Yes,
in the
I see what. Yeah, that's basically what it is.
He already had that platform, and now he can take that and do something else.
Right.
It's making a change.
Unless he's trying to go in there and turn the NFL around.
That's what he's trying. I think that's what it is. It's more so making a statement. That's all it is.
Statement for what?
Making a statement that you're not going to allow it. It's trying to change the face of the NFL right now.
Maybe that's
Now,
what it's
I already think the NFL
protest did that. And the protest did that.
We didn't have a protest yet.
His protest.
Yeah, it did that. But what I'm trying to say is,
you might want to be the one to
I look at it like this. Him going to the NFL doesn't change anything. NFL already going down. It's going down because the fact that these players are having concussion, all these bad things are going on with the NFL right now.
Yeah.
This is another addition as to why the NFL is no good. That's all it is. So what I'm saying, if I'm Kaepernick, the biggest thing he could make is I think is owning an NFL team. That's what I think.
It's deeper than that. And to go back to answer your
Ooh,
question
if he
about
owned it,
why
too,
should he go back to the NFL?
Mm-hmm.
First and foremost, again, it goes back to the foundation of the NFL. They pay the players the least.
Mm-hmm.
And what I mean is, like NBA, Major League, their contract is guaranteed. So if I sign you for a $200 million contract, you're going to get $200 million contract. NFL, if I sign you for $200 million, I'm only going to give you 40 and then cut you.
Yeah, I guarantee a certain amount of that.
So it's a dictatorship, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when Colin Kaepernick did that, it started a snowball effect. You know, then when he started snowball for people, like, why is he doing that? And then it started like, you don't like America, get out of the country now. Nah, I ain't saying none of that. The fact that I'm American, I can't do this. So now he bringing to question the integrity of America.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do that if I can't see you. I can't reach you. I can reach the masses faster if I'm on the biggest stage. And the NFL unfortunately, the NFL is one of the biggest stages, regardless of how people feel.
It sounds crazy to say. I don't agree with the system, but I'm going to play for the system.
No, he said I don't agree with the country. He ain't never going to get them. He's going to get his protest was against the country, police brutality. It was never against the NFL. So why can't come to work?
So it's okay. Okay, I'm going to protest against police brutality, whatever, but I'm going to continue to play a slave for a dictatorship. You guys sound crazy. You sound nuts.
I see.
This is the same thing I used to tell him all the time. It didn't make sense.
It sounds crazy, but that's the only way right now. No, she do, but it's the only way right now. At this point, you have to make that statement.
It's not the only way. He has a platform that he created for himself with the protest thing. Yes. All he has to do is keep staying in the spotlight.
But
how is he going to stay in the spotlight?
Use your connections. He has connections.
The NFL,
he could. What do you mean?
The NFL is the media.
That's literally like saying, how does Cardi B stay relevant? That's what y'all saying right now. How does Cardi B stay relevant? You keep yourself going. You take that platform and you run with it.
But his philanthropy.
Right.
He's doing that. He's been in Africa. He's building houses.
He's doing stuff.
So I'm happy with what Colin Kaepernick do. I don't expect him to do too much, but to be honest with you, for his statement and for there to be some changes, he needs to be in it.
Let's say he keep playing. He's gonna be kneeling for 40 years. He gonna keep kneeling for 40 years.
No, he's not though. But what I feel like, if Kaepernick did not do that, we wouldn't know he was doing all that.
But that's what I'm saying.
So what we're trying to say is, if to create a change, you have to be a part of the change. And if you don't go back to the NFL, what are you changing?
You just said that he created a snowball effect. That there's other people that are going to see his message, pick up on it, and run with it as well.
It's only right. I think it's only right for him to be in the NFL so it could continue to change.
What's going to continue to change? Tell me what's the change that's going to come about.
This guy, here's
from the country?
No, from him.
That's
playing.
That's like saying Jesse Robinson, a baseball player.
Jackie Robinson. Okay.
He was ostracized. They didn't like him.
That was for equality. What is he changing?
It's the same thing.
What is he changing in the NFL by playing?
He's all right because he's gonna invoke conversation.
Okay,
it's like freaking the Hunger Games basically.
So would you agree if he was trying to own a team and then he was doing this?
No, what you guys are correlating makes no sense.
No. What she think? I get what you think. She think he could do all the things he wants to do. He doesn't
the stuff that he's protesting in the NFL has nothing to do with the NFL.
Okay, let me say it's so much louder.
You know how it would look like if Kaepernick was signed to the team and brought that team to the Super Bowl and won the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
What would
change the face of the NFL. Like, you guys are racist. Y'all criticize people based off of race. That's basically what it is. Because if y'all criticize based off performance,
you're not making sense. This is my point. Huh? This is my point. This is my point. Because what you're saying makes no sense when there's other black players in the NFL. Lots of them.
Kaepernick started.
Right. Okay. Well, no. I like that you said that. What about them?
They're there. They're playing. Right. There's no discrimination in the NFL. He's talking about
this is what making the whole thing more of a story than it really needs to be. The fact that there is so many black people.
The NFL's not even about football.
Not enough of them thinking.
It's not even about football no more.
Saying anything about what?
It's not about football no more. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not about football. People watch.
So why are you trying to push them into the? That's what I'm asking you. If it's not about football,
we're not with Khalif and the fan not trying to push him.
It's not pushing.
He wants to go back to football, but I'm just on board that him being in football just you're on every Sunday. Millions of people see you.
Yeah, but he's not.
Your protest is going to be every Sunday.
Sure. He's not going on the field and being like, hear ye. I need to talk to you guys about police brutality. That's not happening.
He's not, but the sheer presence of him
shows
that. But the people, he can do that all day for us. It's okay. Right. We're not the ones who need to hear the argument. We're not the ones who need to see it. The white people need to see it.
Yeah.
And that he needs to play for them.
But if that snowball effect doesn't kick in.
It kicked in pretty much. But
that's my point. Do you understand what I'm saying? That is my point. That is what sends the message. That unity.
It took this
in
Virginia to happen for his protest to be more magnified.
Mm-hmm. No, you guys are trying to take racial problems, link them together, and create a thing.
They unfortunately, in this particular instance, they coincide with the Colin Kaepernick.
That's what Kaepernick did. He opened up that in the NFL.
First of all, Colin Kaepernick.
Huh?
Okay, Colin Kaepernick. This is the person that is the poster child for what you guys are saying. comes from a different background for the love of God. You're not making sense. You're not making sense. He comes from a privileged background. He don't know your struggle.
That
doesn't care about your struggle, and that's just is what it is. He's saying what's polarized, and he's saying this is wrong.
I don't agree with what you're saying because that white girl that just died in Charlottesville don't know her struggles like that. But she went.
What the hell you mean she don't know your struggles? The little black girl that died knew your struggles.
She didn't. She wasn't black. She was white.
It was a white girl.
She was white. That's what I'm trying to say. She didn't know her struggles, but she said she.
No black people were there.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true.
Okay, so that's what I'm trying to tell you. You know what I'm saying? But they don't know struggles. But the fact that they take accountability, that's what matters.
The white girl said herself she didn't know the struggles.
Trevor Noah said
she knows that what is happening.
Okay,
but that's what I'm saying about Colin Kaepernick.
They have to take accountability.
He has the awareness of what's going on.
Mm-hmm. Cool. He has. He took his. Hey man, I'm a famous person. I'm famous.
It kind of made him a little bit more famous than what he was. We didn't know who the hell he was.
But he's more famous now because of what he's doing.
Yes.
Right. But we put it. Hold on. Let's back it up. Mm-hmm. You watch football?
No.
But you're familiar with Tom Brady?
I'm familiar with what goes on.
Tom Brady. Like, now, let's say Tom Brady stood up.
Right.
That would have a devastating effect because it's Tom Brady. He's a Republican. He's a
right.
And he's
a
because it's Colin Kaepernick, it's like,
yeah, right.
Which is why Kaepernick needs to be in the damn NFL. Because every time he plays, each week, players are going to get asked, man, hey, man, what you think for? Every week, you're going to get that. When you don't have that, it becomes diluted after a while. You don't hear about it no more.
There was someone I didn't agree with Kaepernick. When they were bringing him to interviews with these teams, he was saying that he wasn't going to do that no more.
What?
He was not kneeling for the flag no more.
Because he made his point.
But that's my point.
Right, no, but he still needs to be in the public eye.
Sure, but for the things that you're protesting, be in the public eye for that.
He's not kneeling anymore than us.
The media is not going to pay attention to that.
Right.
The media racist.
Right.
This is what I'm talking about. Okay, you have a platform, right? I use the Cardi B thing. You have a platform of Love and Hip Hop. There's lots of people that go on Love and Hip Hop that we don't see them anymore.
Right.
You can keep pushing and make yourself relevant and continue to stay relevant.
But
what if he goes on a sports show and becomes he can do different things.
That might happen.
And they wouldn't do that either.
But you gotta understand the sport. If he played basketball, we wouldn't be having this conversation. The fact that he played football and the fact that he can't get the opportunity to do this is saying something.
Who is saying that he cannot get the opportunity to play football because they didn't pick him back up? This happens every day to everybody, but you're saying because it's Colin Kaepernick.
He hasn't had a sports interview. He hasn't had no opportunity to go to, explain himself on national TV. He was never given that. They took all that shit away from him once they seen him. They was like, nah, fuck that shit, nigga. Quit. And then when he was let go from the 49ers or whatever the case may be, okay. There's like 30 other NFL going to garbage.
Yeah, they took the garbage.
My thing is NFL. Fucking protest. Don't tell me, a fan, that we're only gonna let him go on if he can play. Hold on, wait. What's up?
Hasn't this been kind of going on anyway? I hear Mo cuss all the time about different teams picking up different garbage.
Yeah, the Dolphins
and whatever.
That is garbage.
Yes,
garbage. Colin Kaepernick is not a garbage quarterback, which is why everybody's like, hold on, wait a minute, there's some racist stuff going on here.
Right.
He's not garbage.
The question is,
if they're 30 quarterback, right, he's top 10, top 12. Okay. Easy. Top 30. The 30th dude got a starting position. Why? That's bullcrap. That makes no sense. And if it's based on football, he needs to be in the NFL. But because it's not about football, that's why I'm like, okay, well, so now you got to get him because you're making yourself look bad. The NFL is going to have to at some point let him in because they're going to be now the poster child for racism.
Well,
at the company.
We're also going to talk about the upcoming March on Washington. Who's going to be there?
I thought it was New York. You said it's August 23rd?
No, not the protest for Colin Kaepernick. The actual March on Washington.
You're not going to...
The segue was...
I understand what you're doing. Okay, what's the protest of Washington about anyway?
It's a whole different theme this year.
Yeah.
Which is,
so it has nothing to do with Charlottesville?
This is not about Kaepernick or anything. This is just a different thing. This is. We're still in the segment. Did you catch that? This is not.
No, but we haven't spoken about Charlottesville as to.
We're on.
Did you catch that?
I'm the deaf one, bro. Listen.
March on Washington.
It is the week. It is the week.
Are y'all crazy? Y'all going to that shit?
September 16th.
I want to do a march on Washington in my lifetime. I mean, I can't wait another 20 years. It ain't gonna happen.
So 3/4 of colored out is going to be on.
So why is it like what is it about?
Word.
I'm trying to ask you.
It's the same.
I ain't trying. Y'all listen, man. They running people over with cars, man.
We got it.
No, it's not even
This
that.
is not the
we been-
Charlottesville.
listen, we've been marching in Washington for the longest, and I have not seen nothing happen yet. It's time to run in Washington. I'm a president. It's time to run in Washington. All right, it's time to run and get what we're looking for. All right.
What are you looking for?
I'm tired of this.
What are you talking about?
You know, the white man coming out with guns. It's time for us to go to Washington.
Kalia, please explain
What's going on? What is the march on Washington? Please explain it to me so I can say no.
So because
Black Lives Matter,
y'all
right?
just like
Is it Black Lives Matter?
First of all, the March on Washington has always been about the liberation of black people, getting them equal rights, all that great stuff.
Women, all that
For years.
No. You're talking about a particular march. Y'all are mixing up all the marches together. I don't know what is happening.
Relax.
See what happened? I tried to generalize something. They said something about a woman. They're like, no. Woman, no.
I wish that was the theme. I really do. I wish that was the theme.
Yes, all women should march on Washington.
They had a woman march in Washington
Y'all
already.
should want to throw y'all tampons. All women to throw their tampons
Bloody
on the
tampons?
fucking White House lawn.
No, LGBT will get mad about it. LGBTQ. You can't be throwing tampons because some of them.
LGBTQ.
LGBTQ.
Before I get rude and wrong, what did you say?
You can't be talking just about
who?
LGBTQ. Oh, I heard there's an A now after it too.
Listen, you need to not mess with them.
Why?
Don't play with them.
Man,
Don't mess with them.
Who you talking about?
The
The LBG.
I'm not. I didn't say anything. I said, by you say women.
LBGT.
No, but what I'm saying,
LGBT.
no, because he said no.
BTG.
You said throw tampons. You said throw tampons. I said don't do that. You're offending them because they can't throw. There's some of them can't throw tampons.
You are.
Wait, pause.
Let's stop.
No. Listen. I'm telling you. Couples therapy. They had the transgender girl on there, remember? And somebody put tampons on the list, the house list. And she felt so offended that the tampons was on there. She was pissed. She was going around like, oh, she went to the therapist, like, they did this on purpose to mess with me. And I need to know who did this. And she was going around asking everybody who wrote tampons on the list.
It's offensive. Like, it could be offensive. That's why I said
That's true.
Everything is offensive these days. No, man, I'm not even gonna mess with that.
I didn't see how that would be offensive.
She got so mad about that.
They strong.
Do you notice how they get to the head of the line for freedom and stuff? They strong. You look at me crazy.
They strong.
You look at me crazy.
This is so stupid. Like, what?
I ain't scared of no motherfucking LGBT.
You need to be.
Let's just.
The views of
No, you don't understand.
For the record, Kareem loved that community. Mo,
I don't know that. I don't understand that community. I don't know nothing about that community.
We're gonna
No, that's not right. No, let me
update
let me say something.
What's happening now?
We didn't catch nothing Mo just said.
Let me say something. No, is this what I'm saying makes sense? I feel like no. It's only LGBT.
Cut it. We'll be back.
Thank you for listening to this segment of Did You Catch That? Where we catch you up on what happened, what's happening now, and what's going on or what will be happening.
did you see what happened?
Peace.
Did you? What's going on? Boss lady, what's poppin'?
The Charlottesville.
One person massacre.
No, it was
Don't do that.
It was a few.
No, it's a Charlottesville. It was a Charlottesville march.
I don't think I should say
It was
that's blah blah
Charlottesville
blah.
massacre, that's what you called it?
No, I'm calling it Charlottesville march.
No, 3 people died.
No, it was
That's the way they talk about it. Like it was
one person died.
One person.
Three.
Charlottesville?
3 people died. Or was 2 injured or something?
Two cops.
Oh, you talking about?
Oh, the cop. Oh,
They don't matter.
They don't matter.
No, they've been killed.
in the actual car thing. In the actual car thing.
Damn cop look racist than a motherfucker. They're the Virginia cop. They know they're racist.
Okay.
I don't care what you say, man.
Okay, so
I don't care.
Let's
basically,
get some back history on this.
They're racist.
Let's
cops.
go.
My brother
Okay.
told me.
All
right, back history.
Let her do a thing, man.
Jesus Christ. I feel like I'm not able to.
They've been killing people. They've been killing them for the longest. All of a sudden they died. That's new.
Okay, you done, Mo?
Go ahead, man. FOY, baby.
Oh, wow, what that mean? I'm done.
Please.
Go ahead.
I'm just waiting for y'all to finish.
I'm waiting to
Okay.
check.
So In Charlottesville, Virginia, there was the Robert E. Lee statue,
right?
That was being rumored to have been taken down. It was going to be taken down, not rumored.
What was the issue with the statue being up?
It was a racist statue. It was like one of them.
Robert E. Lee, it was basically like, you know,
the Confederate flag for the Civil War.
Yeah, and stuff like that. And so a couple white people were like, oh no, it was like a couple white college students. Mm-hmm. It wasn't even like, it like the world didn't get involved into it until like it became like a thing.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So it was a couple college students were like, you know, we're gonna go down to our local Walmart,
like the pipeline type
place,
stuff.
and, you know, take some tiki torches, and you know, hell no, we won't go type shit. You know, like whatever. Right. Uh-huh. You know, and so once that started to get, you know, once they found out that was happening, anti-protesters for that protest. If that
so anti-protesters for the protest that was going on.
Yes. So now these are protests with people of color and, you know, non-people of color as well, to protest the protesters that wanted to take down the statue.
Right.
And so then it started getting a lot of heat, and it started getting a lot of heat with the anti-protesters, because the anti-protesters were coming from all over to protest that. And so that became huge. And then so then when the anti-protesters came, the protester side started getting their reinforcements, and then it's like making this huge, in a sense, made this huge thing where people were like, police had to come out and... No.
It was Nazi versus America, call it what it is.
Sure. Neo-Nazis, white supremacists, the alt-rights, they all came, their reinforcements came.
Racist people, racist white people.
The reinforcements came.
The pro-whites.
And so basically the chant was, and the white people's cause behind the protest is, we're trying to erase their history, and they don't want to be erased out of history, quote unquote. That's basically what it is.
So they don't want us to do what they did to Native Americans.
Oh my God, we gonna take they don't want to take history. Oh my God, shit. What happened if somebody put them on a boat, right, and take them to a faraway land, right, for like 400 years, right, and they just happen to build shit for free, and then get their ass beat for
their language, take away their name,
push them to the borders,
culture, erase their history.
Mm-hmm.
God forbid it.
And that's the last thing that we thinking about, man, about erasing somebody.
To us, it just sounds tiring to do that. Like what do you mean?
Oh my God, that's the best word I was looking for. That's how I feel about
it.
This
sounds
old
exhausting.
They had time in their hand. That's what they did. We don't got time in our hands, man. We trying to feed family. You know, we trying to make it to, you know, like wake up the next day.
I'm trying to, when I get to heaven or whatever the hell I go after play, I'm trying to tell them, man, I lived before. Like, I ain't trying to be having this conversation.
Yeah.
I feel bad for my nephew. I feel bad for my little nieces. I feel bad for Lou, man, because when we leave this shit to dead, and we gonna leave them some real messed up stuff, man, and it's not cool, man. And it's not cool.
I mean, let's be honest. Generations for generations been leaving us messed up stuff.
I know. I mean,
and the thing is, we used to think that this was like with the older generation, but the people that started these marches were like fresh 24.
Yeah, they're pretty young,
little kids, man. And it's like, whoa.
And you know, again, forgive my language. A lot of these people about that, like not all of them, a lot of them pussy. Because because one dude who talking a lot of greasy shit, when he found out he'd probably go to jail, he was crying.
That was the leader.
Huh?
Yeah.
That was the
leader.
My thing is, yo, man. If
he was a spokesperson, not a leader.
Be about it. If you're going to be about it, be about it. You know what I'm saying? Be always, I go to jail.
No, but the power isn't their guns. That's what I'm trying to tell people. Like, you remember he was showing all the guns he has? Mm-hmm. That's where their power is. It's not, the power's not so much in fighting. It's in the guns that they carry. That's the way they talk about it.
Man, I ain't worried about their guns. You know what the problem is? They have something we seem to don't comprehend.
What?
Togetherness.
I see what you're saying.
Because whether they got the guns or not, if we all stand together, what they gonna do? I mean, what they gonna do, really?
It's more of us than them. Don't you know that?
There's more bullets than us.
It's more us than them. Listen, let me tell you something.
There is more us than them.
It's more us than them. We can match their guns.
Plus,
I don't know about you, but I know her people. I know people that got guns. So don't say and tell me we don't got guns. We don't got legal ones.
Hold on. First of all, there's more us than them, and some of them are coming to
a lot of them.
Exactly.
So
I think the best way to do it.
Martin Luther King March, I think
the best way to do it is to go after their kids.
What?
Go after, no, not.
What you saying?
Go after their kids as far as talk to them like, hey man, this is wrong.
After their
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying? Like show them that what their parents are doing is wrong. I'm not talking about it like that.
You almost shut down the whole podcast. Like,
No.
Well, you gotta segue.
You gotta lead with that.
You gotta bring that thing out.
We gotta go
after the kids.
We gotta go after them.
No, I mean like educate their kids because they're obviously educating their kids about the wrong things. And I feel like
I don't know.
So we gotta go over there and educate their kids.
We
like
hard time controlling.
Nah. And Susie home. I want to talk to her about Black Lives. What?
I try to be open-minded. Because as Black people, we think too much to be closed-minded, right? So the kid who ran his car through the crowd, right? I don't know if you've seen it, but they did an interview with his mom, right? His mom looked baffled, confused.
No, she act like she was baffled.
So you think she that?
I think they know what's going on, man. Come on, man.
You cannot know that was your kid. Come on, bro.
She said that he told me he was going to a rally. That threw me off a little bit because to me, whenever a Black person ever say, "Yo, let's go rally," let's rally some asses up and do some dangerous stuff. That's what rally means to me. Because otherwise, it's a protest thing, right?
You can't tell me.
That's not even that. It's the fact that white kids love to put posters in their room about this stuff that they love.
Yo, it's
and you can't tell me as a mother.
No way that you can mess with what's going on in their life. No way.
The mother, you can't be. A lot of people support Donald Trump.
No, but
that don't make you a racist or a
no.
Nazi. That don't make you a Nazi.
Oh yeah, it does. If you support them,
it makes you a Nazi.
So you're saying your son, you have no inkling, no.
And they always saying stupid things like that. I didn't know they were on drugs. I didn't know anything.
What I'm saying is, it's not beyond the realm of belief that the Mom Duke probably didn't know nothing. It's just who he was hanging around with.
He did.
What you mean who he was?
If Mom Duke didn't know, nothing, then she was obviously not doing the job.
Exactly.
My grandma didn't know half the shit.
I think you need to know.
Of course, your grandma did.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did. She did.
Instructions.
You gonna tell me? Wait.
I think he might be doing.
Wait a minute.
Definitely.
Yeah, but it's mom. But you say it's mom.
Wait a minute. Are you telling me that there was a time where your grandma just gave you random beatings? Not because you did anything at that moment, just because she knows that sometime 2 seconds from now you're gonna get yourself into something that you're not supposed to do.
Yeah, my grandmother threw a cane at me one time.
Yeah.
So you're saying because you said no, but you said something interesting. He said, my grandma, she would suspect stuff like you do.
Right.
You're saying this mom was flabbergasted, like, oh my
no, she wasn't like that.
Never,
no. Like I seen the interview in her face. You can just see. First of all, she was embarrassed that she had to talk about. Like you can just tell on. You can look in some people's face and tell like, damn. We fucked up at the face. Like, you can see it on face.
You don't know your son hanging out with the alt-right?
I'm not defending her. She said that he told me he was going to a rally. He didn't tell me it was the rally for the alt-right. He told me it was the rally for Donald Trump.
The boy looked
she said he's been going to Donald Trump rally.
That's the alt-right. That's
she knows what's going on in these rallies for Donald Trump.
She don't know this nigga going violent.
Man.
Have you seen the rallies for Donald Trump? When
it's so violent. It's so
violent.
They're all racist.
Hold on. Wait. Hold on. I've seen the rally. Maybe she is not.
But you said she was a Donald Trump supporter.
He is Donald Trump.
Oh, he is.
Right.
What is she?
She didn't. They ain't asking her.
There's no once removed Donald Trump supporter. Republicans and Democrats, it's kind of a legacy that's passed down to you.
Let me tell you something. I got an aunt who got money. She's Republican.
Okay.
There you go. Remove Donald. That's my point.
But that's her legacy. So she supports what supports her legacy.
Yeah, and her children are going to be.
Yeah, they're going to be Republicans.
There's nothing wrong being a Republican.
No, I'm just saying it's not really a thing that you just come up with. Oh, I'm just Republican. It's like kind of given to you.
That's what happened to me. I woke up and said, "Nah, son.
You're Republican, Kareem, right?"
Nah, I'm a Democratic nobody.
Right.
I'm a no one.
I'm a Republican.
But what was passed down to you? What did you were around other Democrats?
Yeah, but I made the when I got older I thought, man, all y'all full of shit.
I was a Democrat. The Martin Luther King, only reason I said, you know what, I want to bring this party back because it was made for black people.
Man. Anyways, yes, go back. We're back. They ain't no part of us, man.
So yeah, you spoke about the man that barreled into the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
one lady that we spoke about earlier, she died. One
The one
white
that-
lady, I forgot. I'm so sad that I don't know her name.
Yeah, but you're saying 3 people died.
Yeah,
Three
police.
people died, but
The one that was
Protester.
hit.
Yeah, there were some police over.
Oh, yeah, the police.
overhead.
remember your exact words, but they don't matter. Remember that?
I forgot about them.
And
That's why I just said. That's why I keep
Police
saying
lives
3
matter.
people
Was
died.
it Blue Lives Matter or whatever? Yeah.
Who fault that is?
Oh.
Once again, white people killed the police.
Wait, let's talk
officer.
about the fact that the dude that was leading. You said he's not the leader, but
He's
was
a
like,
spokesperson.
whatever. The one that was crying.
Wait, which one? Because there's two problems. There's the alt-right leader, and then there was the former white supremacist head.
That's the guy he's the secret leader. The dude that had the dude that said
Not the Klan dude.
This is
The
Trump.
wizard.
Not Dukes,
Trump
not
is the
Dukes.
guy leading-
Not the,
Not Dukes. He's the KK. He's a former KKK leader.
Yeah, the former
the Grand Wizard dude, right?
yeah,
Not him. The other one.
There's another one. He's a
the
spokesperson.
alt-right, the one that went on Ronald's show.
Yeah.
United Right. Some they call themselves.
He was on Viceland. He did an interview or whatever, and they was asking him about the boy running the car into the girl or whatever. And he was like, "Well, I feel like they set themselves up for that because they were hitting his car or doing something, and he reacted by plowing the car. And it was just so stupid. Like the way he was justifying it, it didn't make no sense.
No, what I got from when he started talking about Trayvon Martin, Michael Brown, and all that stuff, talking about some. Oh, if them little niggers wasn't doing things
Right, violently, right?
To excite the police officer. You know, I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. It was saying so much false stuff. It didn't make no sense.
Right. I mean, if you guys also notice, there's this video going around about this lady who went into like the what was it, the KKK territories, and she was doing an interview.
The black lady?
The black lady she went into the territory and did an interview, and she was talking to them, and she was like, so, you know, do you think, you know, you guys are a hate group? They're like, no, we're not a hate group.
Right.
They're like, and she was like, oh, so what do you, so why the separation? She's like, well, we believe, you know, our white people should be with white people, and y'all need to go back to y'all place and whatever.
Y'all go back to y'all place, man.
And they were spouting scripture,
right?
Which is crazy to me.
I
remember the Bible says, "Love thy neighbor."
The Bible is one of the most racist tools.
Yeah, the Bible say that because, you know, they're trying to protect the white people. You know, the white people don't do things.
They be taking the Bible and like just be manipulating
but
it
to them. What are you talking about? The Christian Bible? It's their thing.
The Christian Bible is their thing. But,
Yeah.
But the Christian
Isn't
Bible
the Christian
doesn't.
Bible is what shut off that
All right. So yeah, you get okay.
No, but oh my God, what was
the Christian Bible?
No, everybody losing their train of thought in here.
I still haven't lost my. I still got something to say.
We know you're.
The
you're
LG
that. I know you're that Energizer bunny that keeps going and going and going, Mo. We know.
Y'all
Oh my
still
God!
let me
Somebody
say
to take them batteries out of you.
I might go on Facebook and say what I got to say.
Oh, so you know that's your own platform.
Yes.
You know,
I'm coming out Facebook.
No,
that's not
happening.
happening.
The collective. Just understand that.
No, but that's what I was gonna say. Okay, so in the documentary, the guy, I don't know his name, not the wizard dude, but the other one, the sponsor.
Mm-hmm.
He was saying that it was wrong that they couldn't protest like their point of view without people getting violent towards them, right? That freedom of speech thing, right? I should have the right to go outside and say, you know, white power, white whatever, and have the right to say that. And nobody, you know, hurt me or
you should have the right. I
right,
agree that.
right. So
you should have the right to have. Okay, so you should have the right to have voice with oppressing people. Is what you're saying.
Well, if you say something like Black Lives Matter, they should be able to say White Lives Matter or Blue Lives Matter.
No, yes, White Lives Matter.
I shouldn't be persecuted for saying
right.
No, you got to be persecuted for spreading hate.
Right. But that's not what's happening though.
No.
You can't correlate how KKK can go out into the streets and protest. Well, we would like to continue our legacy and what we go. What I'm
saying is if they can do that, which is what they are doing.
Yeah, sure. They do it.
They can do it.
No, they can definitely do it, but they should not be able to.
I mean, people are getting home to their kids.
But that's the point that's going on. These protests that these people are doing, the alt-right, whatever, is getting violent because people don't agree with what they're saying. And so they're going and attacking them and so forth.
They're attacking
the alt-rights, whatever. They're like, don't come over here with the KKK and
physically attacking.
Yeah.
The physical attacks happen from their side.
No, but this
that's not. No, that's
here's
not
the
true.
problem. Here's
That's
the
not
problem,
true.
and it's not
Yeah,
that.
like
Hold on.
Jump that buck
Hold
down.
on. His,
Jump that buck down.
What's that?
no, but it's not because what
It happened.
what
from
they're
their
saying.
side.
If you,
It started from their
they're
side.
threatening people. If you're saying that, you know what, I'm letting we want to take our country back and stuff like that, we're gonna have to do it any way necessary. We're gonna do it. They're talking about something. We know we're gonna get rid of them, and it'll be all white country again. They're basically saying that they're fulfilling the promise of their leader, who is Trump. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're saying, and they're saying that if they never said they're not a non-violent group. Okay,
He did say that. He did say that. He said we're not non-violent.
And if they have to be violent, they got to kill. They're gonna kill. I mean, look at that. What that
what
mean?
he's saying is
The boy said he got
denied because in the documentary or whatever, he was getting pepper sprayed. He was. What are you talking about? They had to pour water on him because somebody had pepper sprayed him or whatever. So clearly, there's violence being inflicted on them per their message, whatever they're putting out.
They
people
doing
don't
that.
like it.
They doing that, man. It's not like just happening out the blue. And we did see where they were pushing people. They started it. They pushed somebody, and it was over.
Their side started. It was.
It's both sides though.
It's both sides are going after each other, but their side.
It was more of them than it was of us.
Initiated the violence.
When? How? We don't have proof of that.
That's what the accounts that are being told all over.
Vice,
their side.
Vice was there. Vice was like
Vice
right
was
in
filming the thing, and people were.
Their side started it.
No, it's not true. Vice was filming it, and people were attacking them. They was like, "Get out of here, Nazis! Get out of here, KKK!" They didn't want to hear the message or whatever, and was attacking them. And then it just started going back and forth.
When she came attack, she talking like verbal stuff. I believe.
Verbal. It was verbal.
But the physical, from the accounts that I've been reading, is their side started the physical first.
Hate fuels hate.
That's what it does.
Because
I mean, it's gonna happen. I'm not
So
even
let's say like this. You can sit there and say,
happen.
okay, if I'm in this protest or whatever, I'm going to say, if I go up and slap you, right, because you talk about white power or whatever, I'm going to say you initiated it.
Yeah,
but I'm the one that put my hands on you first.
And who had the gun? Who had the gun?
I'm saying the physical altercation started from their side. That's
it
all
didn't. In the actual documentary that I'm watching,
they were saying it was a peaceful protest. It was a peaceful. Wait, no, it was not. It was a protest, but the protesters that were protesting the protest were peaceful protesters.
Right.
I like how you did that as a tongue twister right there.
And it became physical when their side attacked that side.
First of all,
I don't care who
started. It doesn't matter who started it. True.
I don't care who started. My thing is going back to the thing you saying, like they were trying to do their protesting and they were attacked. If they were attacked,
right.
I don't care about who attacked. We do people protesting all the time and we get all the fucking attacks all the time. So I ain't trying to hear that shit. And we don't preach hate. We trying to preach stop.
But that's my point. They're not trying to preach hate. Just like you're not trying to preach hate. You're trying to promote your people, and that's what they're trying to do.
And promoting their people is the depression of our people.
Right, and promoting your people is the depression of their people.
No, it is not.
Yes, it is. If you sit there and you say, okay, there's Obama, right?
That's what they think. That's
their thought process. And then when we see Trump, that's our thought process.
Yeah, true.
So what are you talking about?
Here's what I'm trying to say. Who came out with the shields, the helmet, and the weapons to protect themselves?
That was them.
Okay, so to me, in their mind, like, it's going to get bad.
Right, because of what we're saying. They had a militia. There was no need for them to go attack. Exactly. They had people guarding them.
So sound crazy. So they came out knowing that this was going to happen.
And they came with protection.
They always come out whenever it's a KKK rally or whatever. They always have protection. But
to sit there and say you as the people and you hire security guards to protect you is attacking the other people. You sound crazy. There's people there with guns.
That's not what we're saying. That's not what we're saying though. But listen.
Okay.
When the whole KKK and the whole it's oppression in the black people. It's not
oppression in the black people. They go after the Jews mainly.
Okay,
that's number one.
So it's oppression.
Yeah,
it's
mainly Jews. Mainly Jews.
When black people come out and say Black Lives Matter or stop, we're not saying white lives don't matter. We're not saying any of that.
Let me tell you what happened.
You're taking away from it.
No. But when white people come out, they're saying we like the way our things are. Leave it that way. Yeah. That means they like our oppression. Keep our oppression. So it's
first of all,
no.
KKK believe that Black people, they don't need to do that. Black people, because black people do stuff to themselves.
No, they believe that they're a superior race.
No. If you listen to the argument of what they're saying, they have clearly stated to you, all we want to do is separate ourselves because the black people are going around killing the black people.
Yeah,
they have said it too. We are a superior race. You guys are monkeys. We are entitled.
They're talking about a behavior, though. They're not necessarily talking about your race. They're talking about a behavior. You know, the violence, the breaking things, the this, the that. The same thing that we say in our own community is what they're saying.
They're playing on our stereotype, and they're using our stereotype as reason to why they're a superior race,
or why they need to be separated from us,
or why we should not be a community in one. Okay, now. We're asking for this, they're asking for that. Right. That's, in the grand scheme of things, essentially what's happening. It just so happens what they're asking for is an asinine, crazy. We're not asking for the same thing, but we need to take the same approach to get to where we're trying to go.
Wait.
You know what I'm saying?
Black people are not asking for their own homeland and so forth. They're not a segment of people that dedicate their life to that.
When I say asinine, we're asking for it, but we're not asking to kill people to get it.
They're not asking for that.
They are.
They're not. They're saying if it comes to that, that's what we're willing to do. But Farrakhan has also said that. He said we're willing to kill y'all if we can't peacefully separate.
That guy made it very clear. He said that
that's what he's saying.
He said that they need to clear out our ethnic. They need to do an ethnic cleanse. So what that means?
But what they asking for is to separate.
No, I'm saying I'm like
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to say. That's what Farrakhan says too. He's like he wants pure black race. They want pure white race, and the way to get it is to separate. Have your own homeland, and your people are not intermittent. That's what their point. That's what their points are. That's it. So my whole thing is, if we are gonna really fight this issue, I feel like people are just so inflicted with the race card. They're not listening to what's going on. They're not listening at all. Black people are asking to separate the hell. Y'all been asking for that. Mm-hmm. They're also asking for the same thing.
Right. But the reason why it's hard for us to get to that is because of systematic racism, infrastructural racism,
got that.
Financial racism. That is the real. The stuff that you're talking about is shit and giggle to me. The stuff you're talking about is shit. What?
Sorry, black people have been asking to be
treated fairly.
Same way, and because we can't get that.
Right.
We're saying that if that's what we can't get, then separate.
Right, our argument needs to be about systematic racism, not I want to be.
Let's just put this where it's at, bro. I don't never see no KKK in the hood, bro.
What does that mean?
What that means is that if you talking about separation, we've been separated.
What are you talking about?
Let's fix the hood up.
KKK do have hood.
I never seen the KKK in our hood. That's what I'm trying to say.
We never seen a nigga in their hood. What are you talking about?
We fucked up our own hood.
KKK got hoods too. KKK got hoods too. They call it.
Yes, they do.
You don't see.
You're not listening to what he's saying. Wait. You're not listening to what he's saying. We destroyed our own neighborhoods. You understand? You cannot blame the white supremacists. You cannot blame the KKK for your hood having a broken door, graffiti on the walls, or whatever. The people in the hood did that.
I'm not blaming them for anything. I am personally blaming systematic racism. Not
okay.
Systematic racism is not the same as KKK.
But people in the trailer park are not blaming sisters. They're blaming the government.
Because they're living in the same condition that you are.
They're blaming the government, and that's who we should be blaming.
Systematic.
Are they blaming the government?
But we say systematic
racism. Government that's going to affect them negatively.
What?
Exactly. That's what they're doing, but black people does it too. We also shit for motherfuckers that's gonna affect us negatively. The whole Democrat Party, when black people was transferred into being Democrat, wasn't based off of they're gonna have. It's basically the lie that who was it that told the lie? Johnson.
Somebody.
He lied and said, "I'm gonna give you this. I'm gonna give you that. I'm gonna give you this."
The incentive.
All it does is oppress you more. Like it's just not helping you. How you helping yourself when people give you a handout? That's not helping. Right. Helping is teaching. That's helping. Right. Republicans are trying to teach back then. They weren't trying to give handouts. Democrats were doing that. The problem with us African Americans, we love handouts, bro. Come on, man. Hold on. Come on, dog. We love handouts. No. That's what we're asking for, handouts.
Everything you saying is absolutely right. You right. But hold on. Don't sit here and act like stuff is not put in place. Hold on, son. Don't act like stuff is not put in place to where when you're able to get to that line, you can't fucking step over it. What are you talking about? What am I talking
Well,
about?
maybe Jay-Z need to open a bank. Jay-Z need to open a bank. Beyonce open a supermarket. If all these rich black people open, saying we wouldn't have to go to the white man. That's what I'm saying to you, bro.
I can tell you
Come on, man.
Why was welfare put in place?
No, that's not-
Why would, you and her both told me that one of the presidents putting the thing would keep the black man out the house. Is that not?
But guess what?
That's the whole way to talk about. That's systematic.
I understand.
It's not systematic if you don't take it.
If you don't, exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say.
How can they affect you if you're not taking it from them?
Okay, so if you don't take it, but what do you do if you disenfranchise? You take it.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. We was already disenfranchised. We already was used to not having nothing.
Right. So we were disenfranchised. The big white man said, you know what, you're disenfranchised. I'm going to give you something to help your disenfranchised men. Food stamp, welfare. So that you need us.
Listen. Even go past that. Even go past that with what you were just talking about. The NFL in and of itself is a slave trade. I loved it when he did that. What was the dude that was doing like the slave trading of the NFL players? That was hilarious. Because it's the truth. It's the truth. We take it every time, and y'all sitting over there trying to push the man back into it. You sound crazy. You're not trying to liberate your own people, and you get mad when there's some white people trying to liberate their damn people. How about we get together, we do what they're doing, which is saying, listen, we deserve to have our own things and work towards that.
Hey, how about let me go forward.
No.
And if somebody
when we say let's have our own things, they say
no. Right.
They don't say no. We say no. We don't stick together. Listen, you got to sound crazy when they sticking together with a military. If we had that with each other, they couldn't come in and say that.
Can I say one thing? Because y'all not let me talk. All that food stamp they don't give.
That's not crazy.
All that food stamp they gave us, right? All that public assistance gave. Why don't we all put together that stuff and buy our own?
Because they're not going to. They're not going to. They want to stay in their condition where they are.
Selfishly. Do you think selfishly? All right. Now we can't keep saying, "Oh, we're gonna blame this person," because Jews. That's what they did when they went through their oppression. They started giving them benefits because of it. They put it together.
And then guess what happened? They got stingy than a mofo to the point now where people hate them for it.
We're not doing that. So how are we sitting here still blaming systematic oppression when we have the ability to do for ourselves?
And to the point where you using the system for you.
Okay, so let's say no. Let's use your analogy. No.
All right, go ahead.
No, let's use this shit. Okay, I'll fuck with y'all. Let's say we do that.
Yes.
Let's say they do. We still gotta fucking go to them for the decision.
No, we don't.
Yes, we fucking do.
No, you do not.
What?
Farrakhan is the president of the black people. Believe it or not. But guess what? Like white people
Stop where you are. Farrakhan ain't never sat with American president and so forth. He goes to the black countries to help him out. He's not sitting with no white face saying, "Oh, give me some money."
He lives in a mansion, right?
Who?
He
has a FOI mansion that multiple people live in. It's not just him in there.
I'm pretty sure it's right hand man. But is he building
schools, hospitals, all of that? He does all of that for the community.
Yes, doing all that, right?
But guess what? Farrakhan can't force you to go listen to him. You can't force you to go into the community and participate.
You know why? Because I gotta convert, don't I?
No, you don't.
No, you do not. For the only time. You asked that question before. No, you do not.
I don't go to church.
No, you do not.
I go to 13 times a week. My church.
Guess what?
I gotta tell you.
I was on your side this whole time.
Guess what?
But now I'm over here.
Guess what?
You forced my hand, Reed.
But guess what? You just proved the point of why they will always be ahead of you systematically, or however you want to put it. Because we do not unite together and stick together. It just don't happen. Because of what?
Farrakhan speaks for all black
people.
And
listen to the reasoning as to why you said I wouldn't go over there. Because they would want me to be a better person. Basically, is why I don't want to go over there.
No, I'm not for the
They would tell him to stop drinking. They would tell him to stop drinking orange juice and drink water instead.
If being a Muslim makes a person feel a better person, that's fine. It's cool.
No, but we're not talking about religion.
No. That's what you just said.
Listen.
You said the only requirement be you be a better person.
Be a better person doesn't mean be a Muslim.
Essentially,
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Okay, so I'm a good person. I just don't want to fuck with Falcon now. I still want. Wait. I'm a good person. I just don't want to fuck with Falcon. I still want to do the together shit. Why we still can't do it?
How are you together? If you can't even agree, what you mean? What is he doing that you are opposed to?
That's like
I don't follow Falcon. That's the whole point.
Correct. That's like saying, okay, that's like saying, she don't eat pork.
Right.
She's not forcing you not to eat pork. She's just saying pork is bad for you. You could take that advice, or you don't want to take that.
That's what
exactly.
That's what Farrakhan's doing.
That's
you know what I mean? I'm not a Muslim. I don't consider myself a Muslim. You know what I'm saying? But I'll listen to his words because some of the things I can take some of it. You know what I mean? That's all it is.
Okay.
But guess what?
How much of a dent has Farrakhan made?
Oh,
he's made a tremendous impact. But my whole point is this.
What?
My whole point is this.
Okay. The mind and the way we think. And some people, 2 Chainz himself is a supporter of Farrakhan. You know what I'm saying?
I see all of them.
You know, he made music that Farrakhan probably won't even really condone because of things he say. But at the end of the day, they good friends, bro. Like he could go Farrakhan talk to him, Farrakhan talk to him.
Farrakhan goes on the breakfast.
He's not trying to convert him. He's not trying to convert him.
He's not trying to change who you are. He's trying to better the community.
Okay.
So the problem is in the white community, even when the narrative is negative or is a negative motive, the white people are right behind. They just there. They there with it.
Even the females when black
being
females,
abused.
When black females are going through the same struggles as some of the white females, the white female would rather stick up for the white male than she would for the sake of a female.
That's just how it works.
Which is crazy.
But black people, we on some selfish stuff, and we gotta end that, man, because that's not going to change nothing.
So at the end of the day, I don't agree with their motives, but how they have managed to do what they've done is by sticking together and being violent together and whatever. Like
that's all of them. Gaddafi did that when he was elected. He separated in 4 sections, and these sections had that one leader to separate the things. Like what he would do, he'll bring in money and give all 4 sections money and say separate upon your district or whatever. That's how they did things, and it worked. And then he built apartments for them. He did all this stuff. It worked. We don't do that. We're so separated and so segregated in our minds. Believe it or not, we won't even get, if somebody was on fire, we probably wouldn't even piss on them. We would just go, well, goddamn, they on fire. What we doing now? We're pulling out phones to catch somebody dying instead of calling goddamn.
My whole thing is the same amount of energy we put into hating white people and protesting. Why not just put that same energy into your own community, unite the community, make it strong so that when that does happen, that civil war, whatever, we're in the position to.
That's why I asked, what is the March of Washington about? Because you know what I mean. Like we've been marching for the same thing, but instead we're marching for actually for handouts. That's what we're doing.
Actually, we are putting lots of things into place. We're opening banks now. We're
okay. Do that.
We're slow.
Do that.
We're slowly but surely.
Yeah, but we still asking for handouts with these marches. I just feel that way, man. We're wasting time. How about you take that same energy and say, okay, everybody's just so this is the plan for this month. We're going to start a supermarket called the Black People. This is an example.
The Black People.
All right.
Supermarket.
And we're not going to say
where we sell all
don't do that. See, that's not right. Talk about hot sauce, man.
All the spices.
Bones.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
I mean, I love the idea that y'all have. Mm-hmm. Let's do some history here.
Mm-hmm.
Was there ever a time where we were...
Are you saying Tulsa? Are you talking about the Tulsa bombing?
Excuse me?
Are you going to talk about the Tulsa bombing?
No. I'm
not. Okay.
There was not a time when we tried it?
Tried what? We tried multiple times.
Tulsa.
There was not a time where we had communities, we had corner stores, we had food. There was a time we on there.
Go ahead, I'm ready.
There was time. What happened to that?
What do you think happened? What do you think happened?
Crack epidemic.
Crack up.
Yeah, I know y'all gonna go.
Monkey see, monkey do is what I call it.
That's what you gonna say. Like we throw it out people. Right?
What you mean? If I see crack,
what happened?
Wait a minute. Wait. If I see crack, I don't touch crack. I don't need to touch the crack.
We did do it.
You can say that today. You wasn't born in no time.
What are you talking about? If something comes into your community that you have not seen before, why would you immediately go up to that thing and put it in your mouth?
Because somebody who looks like me told me it was a good...
No.
Stop. Listen. I'm not making y'all point.
I was with you, man.
I'm not done. Who who gave it to him because he didn't go get it.
That's true. Handout. It's a handout. Here you go.
He said, look, listen, man.
Oh my God.
I don't wait. Time out. Y'all are saying handout. Niggas is looking for handout. Okay, I understand that, but y'all didn't understand the power of the position. If you went to that fucking thing right there, they thriving. We can't have them thriving. Let me pick somebody who everybody loves, give him some drugs. You'll say, I think your people. He's the last thing. He doesn't speak for everybody. He's one person.
Well,
if one person can have a catastrophic effect on a lot of people, that's not a fact. I'm asking you, that's not a fact. Sure. Okay, so you take one person in every little community. It's have a domino effect. I'm not. Wait. I didn't even understand y'all. Y'all telling me I cannot. Oh. Did the government not bring cocaine back into the country? Yes or no?
We should put coke in.
I'm asking y'all a question. Yes or no? Did the government bring it into the country?
It's already there.
Yes or no?
Who?
The government did they not bring cocaine? I'm telling you if you don't know.
Yeah, I know they did.
Okay, no. Black people not smart enough to do that shit. I'm letting you know that right now.
All right, but Kareem.
No. Y'all are saying we need to take control. I'm with y'all. We do need to take control. We can take control of what the fuck we want. But if the bitch don't give us no will, we ain't going nowhere.
That makes no sense. There's cocaine in the white community. There's cocaine. We can't even afford cocaine in our community.
No, this not what y'all not. This not what y'all not telling Kareem this. Okay? Listen, if I see how alcohol make you act, and you doing all this stuff, DUI, all that stuff, guess what I'm not going to do?
Not drinking
alcohol.
Bullshit.
I don't drink. You do not drink. I heard what my people because this is why white people say call us monkeys because we're not wise. See, that's exactly why they call us monkeys. We're not wise. A wise man don't do by seeing.
Okay,
they don't do. That's why they make good decisions based off of what somebody else did.
That is the truth.
Okay,
I've never.
They played on our unwiseness and took advantage of it.
We did that.
Okay.
Stop blaming it on that.
Okay.
Stop blaming it.
Okay, you
want to blaming it on your white man, bro.
Why
blame it on yourself?
Why did we do that? Why did we do that?
There's no why.
There is a why. Hold on. At one point in our history, at one point in our culture, we was powerful. We was strong. We had wisdom. Okay. Did we not?
Wait. This is where. Wait. Stop. We have to go back to the foundation because I think that you in of yourself is confused. Back in Africa, right? Okay. And I love this when they do like the documentaries over there and they talk to actual African people because they really shed light on a lot of things that we're confused about here, right? So, you go to Africa, you tell them a story about slavery, right? Okay. And the African people ask pretty logical question. So, are you going to tell me there was a group of white people that just came up and stole our people?
No, it didn't happen like that.
How did it happen?
Yo, listen, I got bitch for you. Same way how the coke happened.
Yeah, but who did that?
White people did it to black people.
No. Black people had black slaves. Then they made a deal with the white people.
They stole from other...
there was black on black slavery before they ever. Yes, but when the white people came over, they were negotiating with black people to get the damn people. How could you get into a country? You don't look like these people. You can't just sneak up on them.
So they made trade with them too. So what do you think?
Yes. Okay. So what I'm trying to tell you is slavery wouldn't exist unless black people sold out their own people.
That's why it's called the Atlantic trade.
It's actually
no. That's why it's called the Atlantic
slave trade. Because it was going on.
It's actually in our history books. We did give people away.
Yeah.
That's how it started.
What are y'all saying? We were unwise then basically what y'all saying, right?
But what I'm trying to say is we're always taking the bait that's given to us. We don't have to. They didn't have to give their people up.
What I'm saying.
So I think because we took the bait.
You had an Atlantic slave.
No. Because we took the bait, the person who took the bait didn't think himself. He thanked somebody else. Right?
Initially,
I took the bait. No, you came to my country. You like, hey, Kareem, right? Hey, Kareem, I want some of your people. I got something for you. I took the bait for you to take my people, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so now it happened to me.
Yeah, you're profiting off of your people suffering.
Right. Me, one person, one.
Yeah, but that's what he's saying. This is what happens every day. You have a selfish mentality. There's black people that make it to a point, they don't turn around and help the other black.
Okay, right. So which goes back, and you need to be an individual for yourself, make yourself strong enough so you can stand on your own.
That makes no sense. We need to unite.
What she's saying.
Right.
She's saying because the white people can unite, that they're getting this.
That's why they are. That's why they are where they are, because they stay united.
And they undercut us every time by putting us against each other. Do they or do they not?
No, they don't. You did that. You did that.
Taking the bait.
We put ourselves against each other.
What are you talking about?
She's saying.
You just broke down to me that you want a black man to tell his people that not put him against his people. Yes or no?
He did, of course.
That's what I just said.
Yeah.
Okay, so they thrived on that. Did they or did they not?
Sure, they did.
So that goes back to us.
Yes.
We think we're not white. Think the gay is white.
It could have stopped. Is what I'm
saying.
It could have never been gone.
No, y'all think we've been dumb.
No, we've been
dumb.
We've been more likely to sell our people out.
Deaf, dumb, and blind.
We've been deaf, dumb, and blind.
Yeah, that's basically what it is.
Deaf, dumb, and blind.
Yeah,
you take the leader of the deaf, dumb, and blind, and put a whole bunch of deaf, dumb, and blind motherfuckers on the boat and send them somewhere and then tell them something they supposed to.
They don't believe.
They want to be able to put it together. That they want to reach.
Yeah, but I
want to be smart enough to figure shit out.
But now I don't expect you to know and still be doing the same shit. That's what I'm saying to you.
Two things. Can I finally say something? Can I finally say something? Jesus Christ.
Okay, calm down.
Gosh. Every time if you notice, I've been trying to interject, but nobody's letting me.
You're gonna forget. Hurry up, Gabby. What you gonna say?
I'm saying there's something that says the meaning of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting
different results.
So that's what we're doing. Secondly, number two, and I'm going to go from a Mo stance from here. White people have been taught trickology 101.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And that
we've been called dummy 101. Okay,
no, that comes from the origin of the white people.
Okay.
That's all I wanted to say.
What did you say?
I'm saying that we can't be doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result, which is in a sense what you're saying.
Which is basically focus on this is the catch. Focus on the individual, right? Mm-hmm. But that individual still has an influence on the community. It doesn't make sense. You have to have a unison point of view and stick to that point of view, work towards that point of view, and keep it going.
This is
I can't do nothing if fucking Craig on the corner.
But that's my point.
Why are you going to control Craig? Don't hang out with Craig.
But guess who can?
Let Craig die off, man.
Wait a minute. But guess who can? Guess who has an influence? Guess who has a school? Guess who has a hospital that can help Craig? And so forth and so on. If we build into that, what'll happen?
Craig still gonna be on the corner though.
No, he's not.
He's not.
He's tied up. He'd be reprogrammed.
Because guess what? They would take exactly. Craig wouldn't even be able. We would see Craig and be like, "Let's go."
Yeah, Craig's not going to jail. He's going to treatment.
He's going into Black 101.
We're reprogramming.
What's
the hold up is guess what? Wait. Here we go. Here's the hold up. I'm not gonna stop drinking to go over there. I'm not gonna cover up my girl and blah blah blah. These are all positive things.
I'm good.
That's a positive thing. Not cover her up or whatever the case is, but not making her a sexual object.
He said a tablecloth. That's funny.
I put my gun on the tablecloth.
All right, that's it.
Well, anyways, we spoke about the Charlottesville, Virginia. Let's talk about Trump's responses to Charlottesville.
Look, all I gotta say, Trump racist. He showed who he was. His response don't even matter.
Who he was.
He made a couple of responses. The first response, he was just like, from both sides,
right.
Which sparked a lot of controversy. Then he came back and he was like, so what you're trying to tell me is we should be taking down all these statues then? Because all of these former presidents had slaves.
Can I ask a question? How did black people get in this whole protest? How did they get involved?
I don't think we were there to the masses like people think we were.
No, listen. It originally was a college thing. Like, I'm telling you, again.
Yes, how did black people get involved?
They got word that the protest was happening.
Oh, so they heard alt-right, and they was like,
it wasn't alt-right, though. Alt-right came in when the other side came in.
Oh.
So
it's just...
I don't know. I wasn't there.
When the anti-protesters came, the protest was a whole bunch of college kids with tiki torches.
Right, okay.
People got word this protest was happening, and they was like, no, it's not happening.
Okay.
So then that's when the coverage came.
Gotcha.
And then so alt-right, neo-Nazis and everything was like,
here's
here's our
what-
chance. Came in,
okay.
and then the other side was like, y'all got back up, we got back up too.
The whole
It was
protest.
just a whole bunch of back and forth.
The whole
type
protest
stuff.
was, Gabby, as you know, they heard that Robert Lee thing. They agreed to take that down.
Take it down.
So they're like, we're going to protest so they don't take it down.
Right.
That's how the torches came about. The kids, like you said, heard about it and said, oh, we're going to counter the protest.
Exactly.
And that's how that whole thing started. It started that night before that attack.
It wasn't even. There was no neo-Nazis or anything involved
Right.
in it in the beginning. It escalated to that.
But the whole Trump thing, I mean, we know how he been responding. He's not really a person that's good with responding.
Trump
Did he respond on
So-
Twitter?
Trump was like,
People
yeah,
just
he
want to
did.
make.
He responded on Twitter first because
You know
the
he responded on
controversy was
Twitter.
Malia Obama.
Fake news ain't going to say what he need to say.
Melania, I said Malia Obama. Melania Trump. Melania Trump had ended up
She could learn.
tweeting first.
Oh, okay.
And then Trump ended up tweeting a couple hours after that. And people were like, oh, so this is going on. And Trump is so famous for tweeting that he didn't tweet anything. He's just letting this go on.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
And so, and his wife, responded before him. You okay with it?
Yeah, we're talking about bullcrap.
Okay.
It's the bullcrap.
and so Trump came in first and he responded. He was saying, this hatred and, violence is not accepted, from both sides. And people were like, and people were saying, and he wasn't saying what people expected him or wanted to come out of him, which I'm like, why are y'all surprised? I don't know where the shock and the awe comes from.
Yeah.
And then so he comes back and he's like, you know what? If that's the case, then do we need to take down? Do you like so and so president? Yeah, we like this president. Well, he had slaves, so should we take his statues
Yeah,
down?
take all of it.
Do you like this president?
Matter of fact,
I'm with it.
Right.
So
I'm with it.
well, did you?
Listen,
Should we take down his statue?
Listen, I'm with it. I'm about the whole
But that's the issue. But that's the issue, though. But that's the issue.
Change the name of America.
That's the issue, though, because the white people or that side, the alt-right, the white supremacists, the KKK, they're saying we are erasing their history.
You damn right. The
Because
history is
of
bad
slavery.
history.
Because it intertwines.
History is bad history. Native American, y'all did the Native Americans.
I mean, it
y'all did
does.
things-
They erase a lot of.
America has bad history.
In response to them, if they are listening, you know what I'm saying? You right, I apologize.
You know they're
If we're
listening.
trying to erase your history, I apologize. Then acknowledge.
I ain't
Y'all-
apologize.
Knowledge. They just haven't done anything about
Right.
it. Yeah.
No. They act like we're lucky that they let us. You know what I'm saying? Like we're lucky.
Survive.
They're lucky that Native American let
Right.
them.
That's how they. I mean, look. To be honest with you, man, I just want to live and die. I keep telling you, I just want to eat, sleep. Get
This
some sex sometimes.
logic is not getting us anywhere.
I'm
It's
all
not-
for the social consciousness.
Yeah,
I'm down for
but-
it, but it's exhausting, and I'm all for we can probably make a change, but I'm telling you, change ain't gonna happen in our lifetime. As long as we continue.
But what
especially
about-
with this dude in office? Ain't nothing gonna change.
Correct. We put up.
But
We
this is the thing.
we born. We grow for a reason, and we still got little kids behind us that gotta grow.
I don't care.
See, that's that
That's
thinking.
that mentality.
Hold on.
That you don't affect.
Your mama thought like that, bro.
Hold on,
You know what I'm
hold
saying?
on.
Like you can't.
But Mo, wasn't that the same ideology you had when it
What?
came to women, though?
What?
That you couldn't affect the little kid, right?
About
You
what?
had that same ideology.
What you mean?
But you was saving that.
I was waiting for that.
What you mean?
Because you were like, oh. That was the same ideology. You were on Karif's side when we were speaking
He
about.
still is on my side.
But
With the
I guess
oppression for
that's
women.
that male mentality. I guess.
Here you
Well,
go.
remember when we were talking about the male mentality? You were like, oh no, we can't control the
the next
now
guy
you're on
does.
our side when it came to
No,
Karif.
kids. It's different with kids, though. You can't. Kids are not adults. They only do what we do.
Right?
That's what I'm saying. You can't compare that. Kid, what's wrong with you? What kind of comparison is that?
It was a very good comparison.
That's a bad comparison.
All right, we
How
got
dare you
this
compare kids to adults? Kids have no choice.
How dare you? Kids are those.
I'm talking about women and men.
You said-
you can't change an adult that's already grow up to think the way he thinks.
well-
How dare you?
All right, guys. Oh my god.
He tried to turn it
I feel
around.
offended.
He tried to turn it around because he knew what I was saying.
No, but you're absolutely wrong, and I have to correct wrongness.
I was absolutely right on that.
Oh my god, guys.
All
All
right.
right, we gotta wrap up this episode of Colored Out. What do we talk about today?
We talked about the
donkeys. The donkeys.
The donkeys. The
Mars
Mars versus Venus, and the mind
The mind of the
collective
males.
minds of
The male
males.
minds, man.
You know,
I don't know.
Oh, I won't be a donkey's ass.
Yes.
What?
Oh, you won't be a donkey there?
I won't be a donkey's ass.
I won't be behind any donkey's ass either.
I won't be nowhere near
I
a
thought
donkey.
donkey- I thought they
I don't even
killed-
know a donkey. I never met one. I never seen a donkey before.
I like
I
like how we talk about donkeys like they're actual people.
I won't be
No, y'all
donkey.
talk about donkeys like they was actually people. Y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all wanted to compare y'all to donkey. That's
That was
You
Charlemagne.
heard that, right? They wanted to compare themselves to donkey.
No, that was Charlemagne. I won't be donkey today either.
I won't be. Anyways, we then talked about the Did You Catch That?
Yeah.
But we talked about the Colin Kaepernick, the March on Washington that's going to be happening the weekend of September 16.
Who going? Y'all going?
Yeah, we're going.
Impeach Trump. I just want to make sure.
What? Oh my God.
And then we went into Charlottesville, Virginia, and Trump's responses, where, the table was split because I was on Kareem's side for a bit, and then he said some wild stuff, and I'm like, oh, had to jump ship and go over to the other
If
side.
more slaves had done that, we wouldn't be in this predicament.
Well, they tried, and it didn't really happen well. And, it's all collective, and for those who are listening, please send us your feedback, especially on today's episode, because we want to know what you think. We want to hear from you. Were you on Kareem's side and my side, and then when Kareem said all the wild stuff, you jumped like me? Or were y'all still standing for Kareem? Or was it people who were always standing for KDMO? Anyways, thank you for listening to this episode of Colored Out.
Peace.
See you next week for some more.
Welcome to Colored Out.